Conversations with JT and Low.
Classic
Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is going. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is going. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is going. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is going. Classic conversations with JT and Lo.
Hey, yo, what's happening, people? Y'all know what time it is. It's late. I'm not even doing the whole ish and all that. Yeah, we late, people.
And
What's
I got
happening?
here early.
It is classic.
Well, I did.
Did she say she got here early? Anyway, it's Classic Conversations with JT and Lo, and as you can see, we got our guest. She's becoming a guest again because the cigar smoke is starting to bother her a little bit. So now, she make guest appearances now. We got the lovely
That's right.
Jose in the building. How you doing?
Hey, I'm
Fuck
doing
that.
great.
No, that wasn't it. Shut the fuck up. That's what it was.
No.
Just 2 words.
Right. F you.
That's the 2 words.
That's what I said to myself.
Good to have you in the building, young lady. Good to have you in the building. People want you to be a part of this conversation. But listen, we're starting late, so we're going to hit these topics. We're going to keep it moving. So if you call in, just know I need for you to call in, state what you're calling in for, and get on about your business. That's what we're going to do. We would love for you to call in. 404-500-1605.
There you go.
Boy, because I promise you I wanted to say, I don't know why I wanted to say 1705, but yeah. 404-500-1605. Especially my Atlanteans that's out there, checking us out. Please give us a call and talk about some of this stuff because we are going to hit on some Atlanta stuff and everything. As you can see, Angelo is still celebrating.
What up, dog?
Championship of the Michigan Wolverines. As you can see, he
What up, dog?
He done pulled out one of my favorite players of Michigan's football time. My man, Mr. Denard. I was going to say Denard Robinson. Yeah, nice throwback there, buddy. Nice throwback there.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, this is I don't know if he logged in yet, man. This actually came from my man Frank Davis, man, Fullbird Colonel Frank Davis, and it came from what's the name of the shop again? Dang on it, Frank.
That's the first comment.
Yes.
Frank right there.
Huh?
Frank's right there. It's the first comment.
Metal Lark.
Yeah,
buddy. Guy set me up. I told Guy about it later on that night at the other event.
Hey, man.
I said, man, you done gave so much fuel to this dude. You don't even know what you just did, man.
And just in case y'all don't know, Classic Conversation had an exclusive interview with Guy Torrey last week. It is up and running.
Mojack Zoe, right? Was it Mo? Zoe?
That's where you got it from?
That's Frank's store. His online store is all of his daughters' names together.
Oh wow, I didn't know
So,
Frank had his online store. Okay.
Yeah, man. So he get all kinds of gear, man. So
Hey Frank, you got to have some Tar Heel gear, man. You gotta let me know. I need to refresh some things. So, But again, Classic Conversations had an exclusive interview, man, with Mr. Guy Torrey. It is up right now. When I tell you this dude dropped some gems, dropped some things I'm sure that a lot of people had no idea of, and just talking about the business and the whole, how things go behind the closed doors, how, the way he came up the ranks, on the Martin show and everything, which was pretty dope. So if you get a chance, make sure that you go and check that out. I think
more than anything else, he just had us laughing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
For 2 hours.
Yeah. That was, that was,
Hey, man.
They said I look like Gina. That's what they used to tell me when.
Is that right? I can see that.
yeah, back then I could see that.
But I ain't got no pie face. Do I got a pie face, y'all?
Well, her face wasn't that pious back then. She's pied out a little bit in her years.
The only comparison you don't want the forehead comparison. They ain't
Right.
get the forehead comparison. You know?
Right.
Or that I ain't gonna talk about that later. I might have to. Hopefully, I get to work with her one day. So I ain't gonna talk about that later. But
That's right.
yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. So, but yeah, y'all make sure y'all go and check out that interview.
I mean, she's
man.
gorgeous.
Check out that interview. I think it is dope.
I'm doing comedy now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Again, check out the interview,
Okay.
and you will hear some things. You will hear some things on it for real. Like I said, we're gonna
And we may have another exclusive. I hope we can get
Oh, yeah.
everybody get it done, man. But
hey man,
we got Miguel Nunez on deck for this week, man.
that would be
Y'all remember Miguel Nunez from
Yeah.
Life,
from
Yeah.
Life.
and now he on the Family Business.
Yeah.
Which if y'all don't watch Family Business, it's a dope show.
Yes, it
You know
is.
what I mean?
I'm behind on it. I
Yeah.
got to catch up on it. But yeah, I love that show too. Yeah,
I got a
he's pretty
homegirl
dope
that's
up
trying to interview him too
Really?
while he's here.
there. So,
Well, he should have come to Classic Conversation.
yeah,
That's what's
yeah,
up.
So,
That's what's
we're gonna
up.
see what we can get done. We can see what we can get done with that. So speaking on the entertainment side of things, we're gonna go and jump into some ATL stuff. I don't know where's this rap. Where's Pooh Shiesty from? Where's he out of? Memphis. He's from Memphis. So Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane had a little incident a couple of weeks ago. Pooh Shiesty actually kidnapped Gucci Mane and actually robbed some stuff out of the studio, from what I'm hearing. Some chains and watches or something like that.
Money.
Yeah, and
Out of control.
the crazy thing is the way the evidence that they have against Pooh Shiesty is
Everything.
the dude
got
had on an
everything.
ankle bracelet. So they was able to, no doubt, show that he was there because the ankle bracelet was, showing your movements and everything. The cat, they was actually in Texas when it happened, correct?
Why do you have on an ankle bracelet? Let's talk about
Yes, let's go there. So, Pooh was actually convicted on some federal charges back in 2021. And he got a 5-year sentence, I think, in 2022. He did 3 years and some change. He got out in November 2025. Now, you get that right. October 2025, people. We are right now in April of 2026. So, with the feds, when you get out early, you ain't just out. They're gonna put that ankle bracelet on you or put you in a halfway house or something like that. I think he was out of the halfway house, right?
house arrest.
Even more. So the man was on house arrest, had an ankle bracelet to show where he went, when he came home, and he decided to try and be Suge Knight-ish, and go and kidnap Gucci Mane and rob him to try and get out of his contract.
Yeah.
He was trying to get out of his.
one part though.
He was trying to get out of his contract.
But to go kidnap him.
Yeah.
He said it was on an ankle monitor.
Yeah.
Let's
The cars were in the daddy's name.
hold on, but listen.
Okay.
But before the robbery, he had a call from the probation officer. The probation officer said, "Hey man, you supposed to be at the house. You got on your whatever that time is called." Shiesty tells the probation officer, "I know. I just gotta go take care of something real quick. Now go." You gotta point out all the ignorance.
I knew this dude was a box of damn rocks.
That's enough. Ain't no more go.
He's a box of rocks.
You gotta put out all the ignorance, man.
Yeah, he's a box of rocks. His daddy rented one of the cars. The other car was in the daddy's name. So both of those. I'm surprised that he convinced 8 other people to go do it. You convinced 8 other people, and they probably all knew you were being monitored.
Hey,
so your whole crew ain't shit.
Let me tell you something. This morning,
we're not losing.
This morning, I heard my man Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne said, "I'm trying not to use the N-word no more." He said, "I'm trying not to use the word nigger anymore."
Hey.
He said, "But how the hell can I not use the word nigger when niggas is niggering? How do you stop
doing
using
nigger
nigger
stuff.
when niggas is niggering?"
Facts. I know. I got a friend in Louisville that a lot of the pastors got together and they had a funeral for nigga, and right after he said a nigga.
He was resurrected. It was resurrected.
It was resurrected because there's always gonna be somebody that wants to be a nigga.
Had Easter for a nigga. For nigga.
Yeah.
How?
You got black people and you got niggas.
You just got out of jail. Mm-hmm. You don't have
prison. Prison.
You don't have your freedom yet.
Mm-hmm.
And you go commit another crime right after speaking to the person that's actually monitoring your time.
Yeah.
Just spoke with him. And they already know you was out.
Yeah. You don't wear no gloves.
They already know you was out.
You going somewhere where there are cameras.
He should be
present.
Studied.
So you leave fingerprints. There's camera. You post the jewelry online. You post the stuff that you robbed them of.
He
online.
should be studied.
He should not be studied.
Yeah, you need to
because we know he's special education.
We have to figure out how the thought process of some of these people.
Is there a thought process?
That's my point.
Well, maybe that's the thing. We don't know, so that's what we have to figure out. I mean, we can keep going down the niggerdom. King Harris.
But hold on. Before you
right, we ain't off of Pooh yet.
Yeah.
We still on Pooh.
We can't let him out the hook.
Because the thing about Pooh Shiesty, I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those people that I've been a hater of him, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
He had this song out, and I despised that song because all the young people were singing, and it was called, I think, now y'all can correct me, didn't he write this song, Get It Back in Blood? Where he talks about literally talking about going and confronting people in broad daylight and shooting them down.
I thought that was
Wasn't that him, Dwayne? That was him, right?
I wouldn't know.
I've never liked this dude.
Dwayne, if you talk to
you
Dwayne,
ignorant.
get your mic, because I was looking at that interview today, and I hated that we couldn't hear what somebody else was saying over the side. So when you start answering these questions, grab your microphone.
Look at Mama Shiesty, and you will see he didn't stand a chance.
It's always.
Always.
I mean, Daddy rented the car.
Hey, Daddy rented the car.
Yeah.
So
how do you...
Whole family off the chain.
As a parent, even if you're a parent that's actually living off or eating off of your son, you have to know that that money is going to stop.
Yeah.
If he goes and does what he's about to do, and you actually support it. You rent it. One of the cars was his dad's car,
right?
And the other car was renting his dad's name.
Name.
Yeah.
And like you said, Jose,
who
the other niggas?
Ignorant on ignorance. But the thing is,
I mean, I don't know too much
back
about
in the day,
Pooh Shiesty, to be honest with you, other than he's now for sure that nigga.
Back in the day, you had people that had common sense to cover the person that makes the bag. The person that's getting the bag, we're not even gonna let him be involved. You see what I'm saying?
Anybody
like
else
we're gonna
went
protect.
grab Gucci.
They didn't. They just were like, yeah, Let's go do this. And it's kind of shocking because the daddy is old enough and the mama's old enough. If the mama had anything, they saying the mama made a, I don't know. But they're old enough to know. And you can't be that slow to think that Gucci Mane ain't got cameras everywhere. As many shootings didn't happen in studios back in the day.
Right.
So you can't be that slow. But I think they're banking on Gucci Mane not snitching. But Gucci Mane don't have to say anything. You understand what I'm saying? Because some cases, if the state picks it up, it's a wrap.
Now,
the state just say, we're going to prosecute, even if he don't want to prosecute, because a crime occurred, which is probably what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Gucci ain't got to say nothing. But I read or hear something about Gucci was getting flack for snitching?
Correct.
It's not snitching, though.
Well, I know he did a song, but he did the song. The song, the diss track, I think it just dropped like within the last week or so, because this happened like 2 weeks ago, right? But did he actually? All right, y'all clue me in, because again, certain names of rappers, when I hear the name, I just kind of like tune out. And Pooh Shiesty is one of those names where I'm
facts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see whatever. But did they end up arresting Pooh? Did they just arrest him because of the monitor? His ankle monitor?
No. So
there you
Gucci Mane came to the studio with a bodyguard / undercover cop, a cameraman, and one other individual. So he was there with 3 people. Pooh came with the 8 or 9 people that they said. Gucci, like you said, Gucci Mane went there with the intention on thinking they were gonna make music. That's why he bought the cameraman to kind of film them making the music, And it turned in that he wanted to have a business meeting. It turned into a
robbery.
I'm not gonna release you. And then they filmed him signing him off of the label. So
wow.
But the reality of it is,
wow.
They're probably blaming Gucci Mane more because he was the only one in the room. I think him and probably the cameraman. And then the other people were outside the room.
Who's blaming Gucci Mane? What are you saying?
There was just some flack that was out there.
The people who determine real or fake. The social media people.
Yeah.
People who.
But who are these people, right?
I don't know.
Because if you rob me, again, I try to tell my kids at school. They always say, tell other kids not to snitch.
Yeah.
Snitching is when we do a crime together.
Correct. And
I get caught, you don't get caught, and I tell on you.
Yeah.
That's snitching.
Correct.
If you just come in and rob me, and I let the police know, that's not snitching.
Correct. I'm a. What my boy Charleston White said, I am a public person.
Right.
I'm regular. But this is how I even look at the Gucci Mane thing. Like the real reason why I don't even like how people bring up this real and fake thing is how I say is like Pooh Shiesty would have been better off just getting him to sign the contract. Let's say you just get him just to sign the contract in order for you to get off of the label. We know it's still null and void, but you do have a better chance of him not telling that and just letting you off, as opposed to you taking my wedding ring, you taking my jewelry, you taking my watch, you taking my earring.
Yeah.
Now I gotta tell on you.
So
it makes the tell even better. It's like you know what
you got to think about.
Yeah.
The conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sure the conversation wasn't, "Hey, Gooch, how you doing today, buddy? Everything good? Wife good?"
Yeah, man.
Man, I was just thinking, man, you mind signing me off? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, man. Maybe I'll do that for you.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the conversation wasn't that simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For it to go down the way you just said, I'm pretty sure it was a little bit more, forceful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, at least don't rob me, man. Like,
but again, you came in there on a gangster tip, so the robbing was just
part of the whole, just part of the act. I know.
So let me get this right. So he did sign him.
Correct.
So So that's one thing that Shiesty can say is that
No, he's still signed to him.
No,
He's still signed to him?
because you signed the
That-
contract
under
under
duress.
distress.
That junk
Yeah.
don't-
Right,
that don't
exactly.
hold up.
What you talking about,
That
JT?
junk
like I
hold
said,
up.
hey, I thought he was trying to do
No,
something.
JT, you can't do that.
I thought he was trying to, like I said,
No, sir, that's not how that works.
Crash dummy.
And he's probably going to get a lot of. He's probably.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to do a long time. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I think now they ready to throw his ass into the jail,
he gonna finish his Fed time,
and then the daddy
That's
going to end up
correct.
getting some charges.
and then he's gonna get state time.
yeah, he's gonna. They ready to tear his ass up.
Oh, he's done. He's done. But now let's.
Pooh gonna be somebody's boo.
But here's the thing, though. Let's flip it. I was having a conversation yesterday, very good one. It was, and it gave another perspective, right?
Okay.
The streets, another street style perspective, I would say. You know what I mean? Because everybody's coming at Gucci for the snitch, breaking the code, right?
Whatever.
And the man got robbed. He said the man made a song about it. They don't have to say nothing. And with Nat just said he don't have to say nothing. He wrote did a whole diss song about it. But the street saying he snitched, right? And Gucci, if we all know the history of some of his songs, Gucci was the king of no snitch.
But he not snitching.
Gucci was the king
But he's
of
not snitching.
get it in blood. That was his, but that was his mantra. That's how he rolled.
That
off
was
of.
the sickness.
You know what I
That
mean?
was the sickness.
He rode off of, you don't snitch.
He is bipolar.
You know what I mean? I'm gangster. I'ma come, you know what I mean? So the question posed was, because now, look, Gucci 40-something years old. Gucci's married man. Gucci has, you know what I mean? He done been through all that junk. He's trying to go to that next level. But Shiesty with 20-something, 22, 23 years old. So you got he came under you. You know what I mean? All these YNs, these young goons, they came under you. They came under your mantra of don't snitch, get in blood. This is what you taught them, basically.
But it's not snitching.
So-
But my point though is, but still,
but it's not. No.
it is because
It's
if
not.
jokers get all right. For example, there was a mob guy who these guys robbed this mobster's house. Okay, they robbed his house. They hit his wife. They did all these things. Okay, before you knew it, it was 20-something bodies turned up missing across New York and New Jersey. Not one single police was called. This is how gangsters get it back in blood.
Handle it.
They don't call the police. You know what I'm saying? The police are never involved in these situations. So that's my point is, so anything outside of that is considered snitching in that world. You say that, I agree with you, Jose. I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
in that world,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
that's what it is.
And the other thing is,
that's
you
considered snitching in that world.
and sometimes
And this
you,
is what Gucci's platform was based on was not snitching, gangster, get in blood. So now
Yeah.
you 40-something years old, your mindset has changed. What's your responsibility to change that narrative? That's what was posed to me yesterday, and I was like, that's a great point.
because
Do you have responsibility now to change your narrative?
Yeah,
Gucci
we
man?
trying to do music. We not the whole point of doing music is to get out of the streets and the street life. So why would you turn around and still keep trying to commit crimes
See the
when the point of music is that we can express ourselves and make money
But
and
see,
be
the problem
millionaires and be legitimate.
the problem is there's a very, 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 for some of these artists, there's a very, very, very thin line between
Great point.
the music world and streets. It's a thin line. Now, some, they get out them streets and they move it. They stay out the streets. But some feel they have to stay connected to the streets so that people can actually believe them.
That's
So
the
that
old
people
way.
will actually believe.
That's the old way.
I think it's more now. I think it's more
think
more
so?
relevant now than it was then. I think back then when cats found a way to make money, they left the streets. They may have had some niggas around them that was still in the streets, but they left the streets.
Nah.
Now, I think that these young rappers are still in the streets doing the same thing, but they just also making music. I mean, look at how many of them are getting got.
I think it's a little bit of both in the old time and now, that some people just immediately, when they start getting their money up, they got out of the streets, but some people just felt like to stay relevant and to show like, okay, I'm not a punk or this is not fake, that they still got to be in that lifestyle. I wanted to throw something in there that when it comes to Gucci, when you start doing these cases, if you get subpoenaed, like they're going to subpoena him. You see what I'm saying? So he's going to have to make a choice.
So, but
sometimes like that's going to be, you're going to get a charge if you get subpoenaed and you want to go up there and lie.
So getting back to you and your conversation yesterday, or the other day that you had with someone in regards to changing the narrative, is that his way of changing the narrative? By actually telling the police who did what?
Well, the narrative not being, it's a matter of speaking on that though. You know what I mean? You spoken to your community through your songs. Now let's talk to your community through your songs in terms of, you know what I mean? Hey, you know.
So you're saying flip the music.
Flip it. You gotta, hey, listen, this is what you own now. They see you as this guy that tells now. You know what I mean? You know, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about, as grown men that pay taxes, you know what I mean? That, hey, somebody breaking in my house, you supposed to tell.
Supposed to call the cops.
I don't care who it is.
Especially if I know who it is.
Let's
I saw
talk
you on
about it.
camera.
You want out this contract. Do it the right way. Don't do it the way you're doing it. Like that.
Exactly.
I 100% agree with them people saying that Gucci is wrong. I don't think he's a snitch.
You think Gucci's wrong?
I think he's wrong. Like you said, if this is what you grew up on and this is what you believe, then you're wrong. Not that he's a snitch. So this is what I'm saying.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like you said, if they subpoena you to testify, you may ain't got to testify. There's 7 more people in there that can tell. So you could just be like, man, I plead the fifth. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he know that it's 7 more people there that's gonna tell. He ain't got to be the one to tell. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, if you live this lifestyle, and obviously everybody thought he was released and nobody knew what happened, you know, initially. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't tell initially.
But when was he living this lifestyle? That's the thing about it.
No, I'm saying the robbery happened in January.
I know,
but
when was Gucci living this lifestyle? Gucci was living that lifestyle probably before his last prison sentence. His wife kind of turned him around.
Correct.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how do you change a narrative when you have an ice cream cone tattooed to your face? Because you're the ice cream man.
Well, Gucci has a book out, and he basically talks about his mental illness. You know, a lot of people gave Keisha a lot of hate because they said she was handling him.
She was drugging
but
him.
nobody understands mental illness unless you've dealt with somebody with mental illness. I got an uncle that flips out every time we have a family gathering. You know what I'm saying? So you don't understand that, and even the fact that she stayed with him and is helping him through it, I give her kudos. You know, because if you've ever been around somebody with that.
I think the only folks that came at Keisha was the ones that wasn't able to make money off Gucci anymore because he changed his ways. I think those are the people that came at her saying that she was drugging him more and he was doing interviews, he looked different and all of that type stuff. Well, guess what, people? Medication does that.
Yeah.
And if she's giving him the medication, doesn't mean that she's drugging him. She's giving him the medication because that's what he's supposed to take.
Facts.
But I think most of the people that came at her was the people that couldn't make money off of the ice cream man no more.
Yep. Even he said the ice cream cone was when he was having an episode. They were talking about how he would give away tens of thousands of dollars when he was having an episode. So, of course, people were taking advantage of that. right? Of course, they don't want his wife to be like, sit your ass down somewhere, you know. And if you think about even when Kanye was having his episodes, how Kim was trying to tell him, you know, my heart goes out to anybody that is dealing with somebody with mental illness and sticking in there because it's a lot, right? No, don't do that, Dwayne. Don't do that,
Hey
Dwayne.
man, look, hey,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
This is how classic. Hey, folks, for y'all first times, this is how a conversation up here gets classic because we go all over the place. Because I just looked at the documentary of Lamar Odom. The Kardashians. I mean, hey, man. Hey, when I tell you that dude blanked out, now I'll give it the what was that name? Was it Chloe? Chloe was the one. Hey, when I tell you she stuck by that dude as long as she could,
She did.
she stuck. Looking at that documentary, I didn't know that she was that involved in helping them get back. But I mean. All the other
y'all
sisters,
really saying
all the
they
other sisters, I'm trying to figure out who they dating. Have they crashed out too?
They in here saying that the women
been
cause
crashed
the
out.
mental
All of them.
illness.
No,
Come
Kim,
on,
I'm
y'all.
talking about the guys that they dated. Did they crash out too? Because what is it? 2 other ones, or is it just the Kardashians? It's Kim, Chloe.
It's 4. It's 5 of them. It's 2. It's the.
Well, you know that the mama
Courtney,
made the
it's
daddy
Courtney.
crash out. He became a woman.
Courtney. It's
So
Courtney,
that's 3 out of 5.
it's Courtney,
Nah,
Chloe-
y'all sick.
Courtney,
Y'all are
Chloe,
sick.
Kim, and then the other 2, Kylie and Kate, and their dad is a woman now. So yeah, it's them. What are you talking about?
No. How about they pick?
Lesbian.
Look,
He
look.
went
I'm
from
not
a
taking up for
lesbian to
them.
Woman of the year.
I'm not taking up for
Still got a
them.
dick.
I'm not taking up for them. But maybe they are picking broken men. Okay.
Broken.
Hey.
Yeah.
He changed his whole
They picking men.
sexuality.
They picking men. Bruce, you don't just go from being a man to a woman unless you've been thinking about being a woman probably your whole damn life.
4 kids after that.
And on
4
top of
kids,
that,
4 kids.
and the thing that's messed up about him, he don't know if he even really want to be a woman because I've seen him on stuff where he's still talking like this,
Correct.
being a whole woman.
I don't.
So
I
I'm just
can't
telling you, it's
comment
it's
on
the-
that part because
I hate to put it on. I hate to put it on them, but it's them.
It's them.
yeah, because I'm
They
trying to
messing
figure
the
out
men-
who the
they
other
messing they
2.
mind up.
Because I know that the other 2
Do
are
that mean the
dating some
coochie
people.
good?
No.
The one girl, the one girl always dated.
No.
She was the only one that dated white guys. The rest of them
Date the brother.
Date the
Courtney.
brothers.
Yeah, Courtney.
Courtney, yeah,
White guy.
yeah. But the guy she would date, he
crashed
married
out?
to, he crashed out too though.
Hey,
Sky crashed.
Scott crashed
that's
out
4. That's 4 out of 5. Mama included. They
Scott
taking them
crashed
down.
out.
Hey,
Hey,
he
they
crashed out
taking them
too.
down.
Yeah,
Chris Humphries crash out.
yeah.
Y'all
I
not
forgot about
really.
Chris Humphries.
Crash out.
Wait a minute. So y'all
Ray
saying
J still crashing out.
Woo! Hey man, we on to something.
We on to
We on to something.
Lamar on
Well,
crash out.
I mean, they been
We
saying
on to
that.
something.
They been saying that about the Kardashians.
We
I
on
don't
to
know.
something.
Their own son, Rob Kardashian, crash out. He crashed out.
Wow.
It's all the men.
Man,
I forgot
they not
about
playing
Chris
no defense in
Humphries,
this game.
Ray.
So y'all don't know any families of y'all own that are not famous that have not had a whole bunch of crash out men.
Not like this.
No, we talking about
Because maybe it's just on a public scale. You don't think so?
what you mean.
Maybe just because it's on a public scale and they're picking broken men. You see what I'm saying?
So because they're on a public scale, this means. So
here's
you feel
what
that,
I'm saying.
So you
Here's
feel
what
there's
I'm
other
saying.
families like this? There's like some Johnsons out there making some niggas crash out.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
don't know
I don't
about
even
that.
think they making them crash out. I think they just picking broken men. I really do.
And then you break them all the way.
Because look at it like this.
How many women have picked a broken man and put them together?
A whole lot of women. But
So there we go.
Let's think
You
of it
made
like
my
this.
point.
Let's think of it like this, though. But let's think of it like this. If you already a weak person and you dealing with somebody that's in the limelight and that's strong and all this other stuff, maybe you can't handle.
I understand what you.
I'm finna,
You know what I mean?
I'm finna really kill you, Jose.
Okay, well, come on in. Come on.
When every Kardashian got with these men, they were on the top of their game, and they declined from the top.
Okay.
That
Well,
is a listen.
okay. Well, hear me
What
out.
it- what-
Is that a weak
Bruce
man?
Jenner was
But is that a weak
Olympian.
man?
What is it?
He's
Is
now-
it?
But is that a
woman.
weak man though?
How is he? He was.
Is that a weak man?
Decathlon
Are you gonna let a
winner.
woman? Are you gonna let a woman bring you all the way, take you from the top all the way
Yeah,
down?
let me say, and this is random about him. He had 4 kids before he even decided to turn into a woman. He had 4 kids, before he even decided on becoming a woman.
The strongest man can be broken.
Now I agree
Remember
with
Kim
that.
and Chloe?
I agree with that.
They not his. They not his though.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they-
no, no,
they're
no.
not his.
I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about in general in their family. The women bring these men, the men that they date down.
Yeah, I don't think
Jenner
any of the
chose
Kardashians his kids.
No,
They named
none of-
Kardashian. They were.
Yeah,
Just
It
the,
was-
just the
they
two.
were-
Right,
they
the
were Rob
Kardashian
Kardashian.
kids are
He
Kardashian
got the
kids.
hell on.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
No, he passed
That'll-
away too though, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he got on. He got the hell on before he crashed
He
out.
bounced before he crashed
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. They
He,
was-
he
Look,
recognized it.
I'm
saw
not
the
gonna
train
take up
coming.
for him because these are not sisters. So
And then
I'm
they
not.
said,
I'm
then
not
they
gonna
said
take
Chloe
up for
is
him.
really OJ daughter. So so he been crashed out. Oh
What?
yeah, that's been the rumor.
You
She
know
look totally
what?
different from the
She
rest of
does
them.
look different.
Yeah, that's been around for a long time.
Wow.
And he was on OJ's case.
And look, we know
Wow.
OJ crashed out.
Ah man.
Hey man, we on to something.
Is that Killer Coochie or what?
Hey,
What's
classic
going on
conversations
here?
done broke some shit.
Yeah, how about that?
Boy, them Kardashians is out there taking them down.
Danger.
Y'all crazy. They say never trust a big butt and a smile.
Oh my God, they take and all of them
Just a
didn't have
fake
big
butt.
butts.
Yeah, I know the Kardashians, a different vibe around them. I can only imagine.
And they didn't
only
all of
imagine.
they didn't always have big butts. So
But they I still feel like that's a weak man. I'm not gonna say that. I do believe that any man can be brought down. I do believe like a woman can lift a man up or she can bring him down. I 100% agree with that aspect. But at the same time, you choosing some stuff you choosing.
I mean, and it does. Don't get me wrong, it does happen. I mean, we just saw my man crash out up there, the coach of Michigan. Shout out to him. He done fucked around and got off with just some probation. He chilling. $1,000 fine. $1,000 fine. He done got off. But and you know, my man from the Falcons,
last one I
you know, he crashed out. You know, he crashed out. My man from the Falcons that ran an old girl's car. But this is a family thing. All of the women that made that man crash out. That's crazy, bro.
What they putting in the food, Will? Will, what they putting in the food?
That's crazy, man.
Y'all silly.
Yeah, 100%.
Y'all silly.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, they
Y'all
are.
silly. I've had a couple of stalkers.
Damn.
So now let me say this. Sometimes
KKMZ.
Sometimes
TMZ.
men flip
Hey, man,
out.
we just
Men
broke
flip
it.
out if they
I mean, what you got? You having a comedy
shut
show
up.
in your own head?
I'm having a comedy show in my own head. All I can tell you is sometimes men lose it when they've never been with somebody that's so good to them.
Listen, I want to
Okay.
I want to tell you a real. This is coming from
I
a guy that's been in the game 42 years. I done ran into a lot of things. Ain't nothing ever made me crash out, and I don't care what it did.
We
It
ain't
made me
saying you.
crash out.
We
And
ain't saying
I'm
you.
just talking about for
And I get what you're
guys.
saying,
Like, why
Jose.
would
You
why
right.
would Cootie Cat make you crash out?
I
You
didn't
can
say
always
cootie
go get a
cat.
new one.
I didn't say cootie cat.
But the thing about
You were
this,
just referring.
Referring to it. Yeah, you can always
thing-
go get a
No,
new one.
no,
the thing-
no,
the-
no.
Look, wait,
I'm not saying-
Buy a new one.
wait. You right about that, Jose. But the thing about this
Yeah,
is,
Jackson made him crash
this
out.
is a family affair. We're not talking about one
Yeah,
woman.
yeah,
making
we talking
somebody-
individual, you talking
We're
about a whole
talking about a
family of
whole
folks.
family of women.
But if they're
that
all-
every man they've dated
Crashed
has
out.
left
But if they're all successful,
lesser than when they showed up.
But let me ask you this: if they're all successful, do you feel like they are trying to make the men not successful, or the men are just drunk in love and don't know what to do?
I don't think they're
'Cause some-
trying.
some
I don't,
men,
I
when
don't
you-
think
when you
they're trying
decide to
do it on-
leave, they
I
don't know
think
how
they're
to
doing it
handle
on
that.
purpose. I don't think the Kardashians are doing it on purpose. But after they listen to this episode of Classic Conversations, I guarantee they're gonna look at their history and say, "Damn,
It's all of us.
we really have done that.
This has been a going theme, to be honest. This has been a rolling theme that the Kardashians are treacherous when it comes to relationships. But I don't see anything that supports it.
I had to crash out or two.
I know, but you can't. Like I would hate for somebody to blame a man going crazy on me. What's that got to do with me? If I'm still sane and I'm doing my thing and I'm successful.
Hold on, let me say. Have you ever heard of a man finding out his ex-girlfriend done turned gay and how it just messed with him when he be like, damn, she gay. I didn't know she had that in her.
But who did that? What Kardashian did that?
No, but what I'm saying is, as men, we even question something like that. Like, hey, what did I do, or even where did that come from? When you have a partner that you just had go to the other side, you look at it like you almost examine yourself. You be like, what? Hold on, tripping? I didn't see that.
Because they broke up.
This.
They stand by their man. And so far, in all the relationships,
Yeah, they stood by him as long as they could.
while they going through the crack.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They
what
still
happened?
bound.
What about when they leave? Like she's not with Kanye. Kanye's still crashing out. Matter of fact,
Hey,
can we point out that
who
Kanye
started
dropped
the
a new
crash out?
album and it's fire?
I heard it was fire.
It's
I've
so
heard it was
good.
fire. I haven't heard it yet though, but
It's
I heard
so
it was
good.
fire. Well, see, he coming back. He left the
Okay.
Kardashians and now he's
Is that what it is? That's his comeback. That's his comeback. I don't know, because he been crashing out for a long time.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's just that's way too much of a coincidence that all of their men.
That's interesting.
That's too much of a coincidence.
Yeah, I mean just
For a whole family.
right.
That's
It'd be
diabolical.
different if it was one or two, but
Yeah.
every last one of them,
Yeah,
even the mama, OJ.
Here's what I can say.
Her husband became a woman. I mean, come on, that's a lot.
And let mama break up with the security dude she dating now.
Well,
Hey,
back
he
in the
he
day,
gonna crash the devil out.
Crash out.
well, back in the day,
Because he dated her security.
He holding,
Hey,
But
he
if
holding-
he's
he
crashing
holding on for
out-
dear
hey,
life.
he don't know for dear life. He don't care what she do. You know what I mean? She kick him out. He gonna crash. And he
Yes,
gonna
sir.
crash way out.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
never had it so good.
yeah.
now, Lo, all I gotta say was that's pointing to good coochie. That's what that's pointing to. The facts, what you just said. If he gonna crash out,
No, that's rich coochie. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
I was gonna say that's
Okay.
I went from
But the
being
other
a
dudes is
security-
rich,
I'm
too.
sitting here in the mansion
Right.
in the King Suite.
Yeah.
but the
Yeah,
other dudes was rich. But the other dudes was rich.
But the other dude
Kanye
was
rich.
He's not. He's
saying.
never been.
Right. But
So
I'm
this
saying,
is why he's gonna crash
Yeah,
out.
he gonna crash for a different
right.
reason.
So what's the reasons for the other ones?
It's hard to say, man.
Okay,
I mean,
that's my point.
it's hard to say, but you cannot dispute.
It's something.
It's something.
It's so.
I don't know if it's the coochie. I don't know if it's the food that they cook. I don't know what. There's something going on with that. Within that, and they got to have some seasoning. What is their nationality?
It ain't the food. It's not the food.
We
Okay.
switched up last week. We're going back to Tuesdays going forward.
They say you didn't tell them nothing. That's what I seen somebody say.
That's Supreme, but he might be. I thought he was on last week whenever we said it. So
Okay, so switching real quick.
Repairman said Reggie said it's not all that. Well, of course they gonna say that.
Reggie
That's what everybody say. Even women.
Reggie may have saw it coming and got out quick enough. He didn't crash out. He just kind of
he got the quickest.
he kind of just skidded a little bit. You know, he lost a little control, but he grabbed it back. You know, these others though,
Yeah.
they ended up in hospitals. I
Hey.
mean, Lamar, good Lord. I'm
Hey.
telling you, look at that documentary. You think you know that what Lamar Odom went through? Look at that documentary. You're gonna be like, wow.
But it ain't.
Now, don't
but
get
it-
me wrong.
But it ain't saying
Lamar
what he
has
went
some
through with
trauma.
her, right? It's saying what he went through with his decisions, right?
Yeah, it is. His decisions while he was with her.
Let me read these Gucci statements real quick before we move on. Frank said he about to have his favorite Airbnb 25 to life, along with Pops and 8 homies. Facts. Maddis99 said, according to the FBI, Gucci is a CEO of a company, and if he speaks, it is due to that, not the streets. Then came back and said, the case is showing the industry what happens when you try to run a street-coded label inside a corporate ecosystem. that treats violence as a compliance issue, not a morality play. It's good stuff.
Who is that?
Madness 99. I don't know who that is. First time I seen that, but that's
That B?
nah.
That
Be
my
down.
dog.
Oh,
No, I think it's my boy Brian.
that's good stuff right there.
Repairman is Brian.
Supremo say they don't care about the community, it's about the dollar bill for most of them. It's like that. In other words, if Gucci was just a street dude, cool, as a CEO of a major label, distribution is a compliance to corporate bylaws. There's no choice if he wants major label distribution. I know the Kardashians, a different vibe around them. Khloe's be very down to earth until she moved to Miami. Rakia Jackson had the Falcon player crash out. Light skin QT said I definitely had a crash out or two. Yeah, she like you, Giselle.
Thank you.
I remember Kylie and Kendall when they were little girls. Their glow was an understatement. I can see that. I mean, Kylie and the two young ones, Kendall, they seem to be slightly different than the rest of the crew. You know what I mean? They tied it up.
How they different?
No, I'm just saying their demeanors seem to be different.
How?
Than the other. I mean, I don't know. Well, demeanor's a demeanor. You know what I mean? It's how
They get all their work done. They mess with black men. What's the difference?
Yeah, but they're younger, and they seem like they took it. They were smart enough to take advantage of what was presented to them without all the scandal. There's not a whole lot of scandal behind either one of them.
You're
But
right.
the only
they
scandal,
they're just rich.
But if you think
And
about
they
the
turned
scandal,
into $1 billion.
the scandal is on the men.
So Ray J is the scandal is on. I mean, the scandal is
Because
with
didn't nobody
men.
know who she was.
So the scandal
Until
was
the tape
with a
came
man.
out.
Don't try and put it. You just see.
But I'm saying-
I'm glad you're back, but you ain't gonna sit up. You ain't gonna come back here and just blame men for every.
I'm not blaming
Listen,
them. I'm
the
just
family
saying.
of women is taking down black men. I wouldn't even say one by one. It's damn near 2 by 2.
They choosing
Accept
it.
it.
These black men are choosing it.
Hey,
Okay,
we all choose some
back
bad
in the
shit.
Back in the day, they used to say.
We all choose some
Who
bad
was that?
stuff.
Who was that comedian who said that his mama used to always say, "Don't mess with them white women." Okay,
Yeah, we all choose.
what
some
did they
bad.
did?
You know,
They
we
ran
all-
right over there.
But it's just funny that every
ran
one of them
right
that
over
chose
there.
into that family.
Kanye said that if it wasn't for Martin Luther King, he wouldn't have been with Kim Kardashian.
Who said that?
Kanye,
There you go.
Kanye.
Hey, when you do a Kanye quote, you can move on.
He put it on his new album.
Gucci taught the Wayans not to snitch, and killing was cool. Now he needs to redirect the force, making music, teaching them snitching in the right situation is necessary, and killing is for suckers. Yeah,
That's what we talked about earlier. Yeah.
But it's not snitching. I wish I would quit saying that. Snitching is when you commit a crime with somebody.
If you tell,
If you
listen,
not no.
if you tell
No.
that somebody else did something,
No.
it's snitching.
No, it is not. And I rebuke that.
All
No.
right, keep rebuking.
Because I try to tell these kids in school, listen, when you have that mentality,
You tell them
they're
kids
telling-
in school so that they can tell on somebody else and you can catch them.
I tell them kids in school because they always talking about snitching. And I personally feel like it is an attack on the black community to keep us from telling if somebody coming on my block selling dope, oh, I'm not gonna tell, so I'm gonna let my community just go down till it ain't shit.
So you don't
Till
think
all the
that's
property
snitching?
values are lowered. No, it's not snitching.
Okay.
Because half of them people they don't even live in your community. They coming from another community to come and sell dope or whatever
Somebody
else.
Google snitching.
And shooting up the community. No, you need to be telling. It's not snitching.
It's telling,
It's
but
not-
it's
no,
still
it's not snitching.
I mean, either way,
not-
it's either.
Listen, again, Jose,
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you.
Okay.
I'm just saying the
Yeah.
streets don't see it that way.
That's because we've
you
been
know,
programmed to
you're
think
right. No,
that.
again,
but it's not
100%.
true.
I used to tell my security
Yeah.
guards, they used to do the same thing. Man, I don't want to snitch. What do you mean you don't want to snitch? You want to lose
Right.
your job?
Right.
It's a contract.
Right.
Snitching is the job of security.
Will,
we
look at you.
observe, we report.
Will, you are ready
Hey, that's the job by definition. We
Yes.
observe, we report.
And
Yes.
the streets say that that's snitching.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, listen.
What y'all
You know why
talking
the
about?
streets say that? You know why the streets say that?
Yeah, to keep
I
people from telling.
100% think that most of this stuff was put into
that's
our
You said,
community.
No, ma'am.
That's
Snitching
my
is
man.
telling, period. We're
No,
not
it's
gonna change
not.
the definition of the word.
Who is that? No, it's not. No, it is not.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
Yeah, that's my man,
Frank,
Brian.
because
telling
if
you now, I'm
somebody-
telling on all y'all. I know that, right, Frank?
Right.
That's right, Frank.
Yeah.
If somebody, like I tell
Oh,
people,
I'll tell you quick.
when people come
I'm
into your
telling.
community, when people come
I'm
into
telling.
this is why you some of these middle class white communities, you're not gonna see what's happening, what's going on in a middle class black community, because they understand the value of having a safe community and of letting the police know what's going on so these people don't stick around. Black people think, oh, that's called snitching, so I'm not gonna tell them, so I'm just gonna let my property value. That's why I owned a house in a bad neighborhood one time. And it pissed me off how people thought about stuff, how people rolled down the street and just threw their trash out the window.
So did you call
Like
the
it's
cops
a
and say,
mentality.
hey, that blue Honda threw that trash out the window?
I did not, because you're not gonna, because I wasn't quick enough, okay? But of course I had to pick it up because it was in my yard. You feel what I'm saying? If they throwing it in my yard, but I just wish that we had a different code and we understand that a lot of stuff has been passed to us because white people don't want our communities to succeed and to be successful. So yeah, they're gonna like throw that in there, and then we just take stuff like it's a hood code. No.
It's not a
We're
hood.
not in
It's
the
not a-
hood
it's not a
anymore.
hood. I don't think it's a code. I think let me change that.
Yeah.
It is a code in some hoods.
Mm-hmm.
But it's if you telling, you're not going to be able to run away from the word of people saying that you snitched. Not saying that it was wrong for you to tell, but it's like Lo just said, people are gonna call it snitching. Period. That's
But we have to get away from that. You understand? Because I shouldn't feel unsafe around my own people. You understand what I'm saying? There's been communities in
tell.
Atlanta that I saw this on the news a few months back where they kept having so many shootings that people couldn't even be outside. These are not even people a part of your community.
So when you
These
say-
are people
when
coming
you
from
say-
different neighborhoods, bringing crime and drugs to your neighborhood and fighting in your neighborhood, and you're expected not to say anything when you might catch a bullet or your child might catch a bullet, and you put your life savings into buying this house. So you can't even move. You can't even move
just
because you
gonna-
own this
you
property.
just gonna tell.
See, the problem is
They need to.
You're hearing that word snitching the way that they hear it in terms of it being a negative connotation.
No, I don't think it's
I
negative.
like it like
Yeah.
Charleston White said some crazy stuff, but he said, hey, snitching is supposed to, we got to look at snitching as a good thing.
It
Those words have to be
is.
good as
That's
opposed
what I'm
to-
saying.
I know, but you're
Yeah.
saying
But
stop
you-
calling it snitching. I'm like, it's okay to call it snitching
But
because
it's not.
good.
But it's
Yeah,
okay to do it because you're making it negative. It should be positive. So
It is positive.
So then it's saying snitching shouldn't be so bad. You keep saying no, it's not.
I feel
I'm
what
like-
you.
I'm
I feel
like,
what you saying.
If it's okay, then what's wrong
I
with
feel
saying
what
it?
you saying. You are 100% correct. However, the only thing I'm saying is that snitching is when you have been involved with the crime. That's all I'm saying. That's what snitching came from. When you're involved in the crime and you go tell on your homeboy, you get caught, so you tell on your homeboy.
That's where it came
literally snitching.
There's a lot of words that
So-
came from
so
somewhere. You know that,
me-
right?
That's
And then it goes
changed.
somewhere else.
Yeah. So somebody just
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody just telling because a crime occurred. You're not wrong for that.
But that's
you're
where-
not really
but
a
it's-
snitch.
But that's where the word's elevated too.
I
Though.
feel what you're saying.
You're correct. That's where
I
it
feel what
started
you're
from.
saying.
But
So
now it's different.
take it and own it in a positive way.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I feel.
All right, here we go.
Real quick, Tip Harris. Not Tip Harris. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
King Harris. King Harris. For somebody that's been given so much, has multiple pathways towards success. Do you feel that he's choosing to be this way because he gets respect for being this way? Because he stays in trouble. For those that don't know, King Harris just got arrested. Ended up being speeding, and also a drug charge. People are saying it was a gun charge because there was a gun in the car, but there was no gun charge. But basically, probably it was there was one other charge, and that was basically because he wouldn't get out of the car. Unlawful. What is it when you don't do what the police tell you to do?
No, disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
That's what they called it.
So yeah, he got all them charges. The biggest problem I have is what he had on.
You shady for that. Let me look it up.
What did they call that suit that he had on? What did they call it?
Mm-hmm.
It's some cartoon. It's pajamas. Basically, it's a jumper with a hood to it. He had that on and got arrested. And
You talking about a onesie?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a onesie.
That would have disturbed me too.
That
That would have disturbed me too, JT.
That's what bothered me. And it was lime green. It was either lime green or yellow. Pikachu.
So was he looking like a troll doll?
What? It was Pikachu? Yeah, it was a Pikachu outfit, something like that.
But
yeah.
lime green?
With the whole hood to it, everything. Yeah. That's
But he was speeding.
yeah.
He was speeding.
Speeding, and they had some vape pen in the car, so they took that as the drugs or whatever, the drug charge. He had a gun, but of course,
Pikachu onesie.
yeah, Pikachu onesie is what he had on.
That's wow. But I mean, his daddy. I mean, let me choose my words wisely. Some of the music. You're not even on the mic. You gotta grab the mic. Oh, Will.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Pikachu
But,
onesie. There you go.
People get pulled over like that all the time, don't they? I mean, is it really uncommon for he got a speeding ticket, he got pulled over, and he had a vape in the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just happens to be King Harris. It could be, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Am I not right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So why are we highlighting him? It happens. He's young.
The highlight is the fact of why he got arrested. He didn't get arrested for speeding. He got pulled over for speeding.
What did he get arrested for?
He got arrested because of his refusal to obey a lawful command when they saw the weapon in the car. Now,
Okay.
and all he had to do when the officer said, step out the vehicle, he said, I'm not getting out the vehicle. And he made a phone call. He refused out the vehicle. The officer said, if you don't got the vehicle, I'm gonna place you under arrest. And then once they place you under arrest, you get out of that vehicle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One way or the other,
So
and then another failure is what was his thing that he always said does every single week on the show? First thing he's supposed to do, ask for what?
Supervisor.
Ask for a supervisor. That didn't happen. He just made a refusal. And the officer told him the officer didn't yell, he wasn't belligerent, he wasn't super aggressive. He didn't, But he said, either go get the car, I'm gonna conduct this investigation, or I'm gonna place you on arrest for obstruction.
Okay.
And that what happened. He got placed on arrest for obstruction. You know what I mean? So he could have avoided it.
Okay.
And so the question, to start off with the conversation of, why is this kid keep getting the same trouble? And it's a matter of whether or not it's his attitude, whether it's not, I just think he's gotten to a point where he is, what's the word when you come from a rich,
Spoiled.
entitled.
Right.
Entitled.
Entitled is the word I'm looking for. He's entitled. You know what I mean? He's become very, very entitled. And, and that's.
Should he be?
And certain, no.
Should he be?
No.
Okay.
No, he shouldn't be. Not to the point.
Does he get out of everything every time he gets into it?
You're not your father. You know what I mean? You're only famous due to who your parents are. It has nothing to do with what you did. You know what I mean? Your accomplishments don't get you the right to decide what I'm not gonna do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just like, what I mean? It's like that old line on the Cosby Show, you know what I mean? When Theo said, but we're rich. He said, no.
I'm rich.
He said, I'm rich.
Yeah.
Your mama rich.
Yeah.
You not rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
But
man,
do you think that some of his father's music over the years?
Gonna flip it again like we did Gucci, huh?
I'm
Okay,
just
go for
wondering.
it.
I'm
Go
just
for it. I like it.
wondering.
Nah, go for it.
I'm just saying, because you can tell your child one thing, but if you portraying something else, right? Could that not get down into your child to think a certain way, right? And he didn't do anything different from a lot of other rappers that they talk about their prestige and what they have, right? And their power. You understand what I'm saying? So could that not be something that was taught to you?
Let me ask you a question.
Taught to him growing up?
Let me ask you this way.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, between Tip and Tiny, they got 5-6 kids, right?
We don't know. We just know they all queens and
But
and heiresses.
which one do you always see when it comes in trouble?
It don't matter.
No, it does matter. Based on your statement of,
I'm
the
just
music
saying,
artist,
because each
just
child
saying,
is different,
the
though,
other
right?
Kid, but I know, but I was answering the answer to your question in terms of the music. Out of 6 of them, is on the rest of them heard raised under the same music.
How you gonna say he's bad? He's just feeling
Tim
himself.
said he bad.
Tim need to stop
Tim,
that.
you say it all the time
Don't
on the
say
show.
your
He
kids are
said-
bad.
he
Your
said
kids
it,
are
but-
just making mistakes.
He said it all the time on the
These are
show.
mistakes.
How many
They just making mistakes.
How many mistakes can you make before you consider bad?
Shit, I mean, you gonna,
I mean, when do you consider bad?
I was square, so I can't. I'm gonna shut my mouth. I can't speak on it. I didn't get in trouble. I didn't get arrested. I didn't get none of this.
You feel that because of T.I.'s music when this kid was a baby.
I'm saying
His music. Wait. His
Okay, go ahead.
music basically pushed him to acting this way now when he's actually old enough to see what his dad is doing and see his dad is doing good stuff. But when he was a baby is when his dad did all the crazy stuff. But now that he's old enough to see his dad doing good stuff, you're saying that the stuff from when he was a baby is what pushed him to acting the way he's acting now?
I'm saying this is something that I've been saying for years. I do believe that music has a vibration, and what you put out sometimes is going to come back to you. That's what I really believe. So I believe if you put out some negative stuff, just like with Pooh Shiesty, when you put out certain things, you're creating a vibration, and it's going to come back some kind of way. So I'm just saying some of those lyrics, some of those words, some of those idealizations, y'all know what I'm trying to say, idealizations could have come back to him, because if it was my father, I'm going to listen to everything you ever wrote. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to, just because you are my father and you are my role model and you are so, T.I. is just a part of the culture. You see what I'm saying? Like even us talking about him doing the verses, he's 100% right. His catalog is so large, right? Why wouldn't that be my favorite rapper if I was a kid? Why wouldn't I listen to every lyric and hang on it, even if it was, my kids listen to Tupac, and they wasn't even born. You understand what I'm saying?
They done something.
So
crazy.
So of course, if I'm king, I'm listening to everything my father has wrote, and I might be feeling myself. You understand what I'm saying? The other kids may be a little bit more mature. King might be the one that takes a little time. That he might be a little bit immature.
Why are you giving him a pass?
Why what?
Why are you giving him a pass?
I was on my
I'm
way
not
there.
giving him a pass because
What are you doing?
because you're
then?
still making you still are going to have to pay for the consequences of your choices. I'm just saying that sometimes
So it's T.I.'s fault.
I'm just saying sometimes we got to be responsible for our kids and what we put in our kids' heads.
Wait.
That's all I'm saying.
Wait.
Microphone.
Maybe if it was his older kids. That's all I'm saying. I get what you're saying. I'm saying that, let's just say King is 20 years old. 25 years old.
So
right?
you think T.I. being on the straight and narrow for 20 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, if you say so.
But this is what I'm saying. Like,
you
not
say so.
enough for his son to know what he was doing when he was selling
When he was in
dope.
trouble, his son was a baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't no baby when he was getting in trouble. That's all I'm saying. They were in the money realm. So what I'm saying is, though I get what you're saying, I'm just saying that this I don't think this one would qualify just because he wasn't around. They was of money by the time the King came around.
And I think the
You know
vibrations.
you know
I don't
they've
think
done-
the vibrations of your music come back at you. Your actions. If you act on everything that you rap about, then yes, that's not vibrations of music. That's you doing the shit.
Music is a chant. When you chant that stuff repeatedly over, you are calling spirits to yourself. Now
So
I stand on that.
You did a
I stand on that.
I mean, you
But-
did your poetry. What's the first thing that you said when you did your poetry? Say it right now. Say it.
Fuck you.
So is that chant got you fucked up?
At me, no. Hold on.
Wait.
If you listen to the whole poem,
No,
I'm talking about getting some sex. So ain't nothing wrong with that.
So again,
I'm talking about-
So again,
yeah.
has that got you getting sex every day? Does it make you just want to go out and fuck? It does not.
No.
So don't say
We're
a
not
chant.
we're not gonna talk about that only because the poem is very deep and you didn't listen to the whole poem.
I'm talking about just fuck you. That part.
But let me say this: T.I.'s
It's a chant.
music. So let me say this though:
but it
T.I.
depends
music
on what
is not what
what's
his son is
behind it.
doing. T.I.'s music was talking about selling dope. He wasn't talking about killing. He wasn't talking about running. He might have been, his first album might have been about selling dope. But after that, it's party music. It's none of that stuff is.
You think all his stuff is party music?
I listen to
come
all
on.
the
You listen to
albums,
every
Shazam.
single.
Yes,
every single
yes.
song is about having a party.
It ain't about selling drugs or speeding and driving and drinking and
It
getting
ain't
arrested
about
for
being
weed.
So you
No,
think? So
no,
none
it's
of
not.
it's talking about what he has and being entitled.
No. It's not. No. King is being entitled because that's who he is.
Okay.
He's been having these kind of situations for a minute. It ain't just start.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But you know, and
So are all your kids supposed to just, they still have a mind of their own? Kids are gonna choose certain
they
things.
do.
So.
But the question
Yeah.
to answer the initial question was,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just think the answer I think is an entitled situation. You know what I mean? We can go, kids gonna do this. Yeah, you're right. Kids can be raised in the same home and everybody be this way and this one just does it does happen. You know what I mean? But I don't think the vibrations do that sometimes. I think that's simply some
I believe in
kids
that
just
though. Yeah.
They just
go a certain way. I think
up.
this
See,
particular
somebody
one.
even saying it. He wants to be like Tip.
No, he
See up there.
he wants the lifestyle that his dad grew up in, but he didn't grow up that way. But that's why he's when he made that big thing at the stadium at the time. I live with my grandma because he wanted to feel like he was a part of the streets. He wanted to feel like he wanted to go to the public school while all the kids went to the private school. He wanted to be, you know what I mean? He wanted to be this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it happens. It happens. But and some of it might be, I mean, I hate to say it, but some of it might be what's a good way of saying it? Might, he may not be completely comfortable in his skin. So you kind of have to make up for it in another way.
But here's what I will say too.
That's
Sometimes kids, and I just to spin it to a positive, it's definitely negative. It's definitely negative. However, I do say sometimes you have kids that are they strong minded and they see things the way they see it, right? And that can be a leader once he gets his stuff together, right? He just has his own thoughts about how things should go and how he should show up in the world. And that actually can be somebody that could be a leader later on if he learns to push that towards something positive actions instead of something that we're looking at as negative.
You mean like a dad did?
Exactly. Exactly.
So my point being, you could have took that side of him, but you chose to take the side of
there you go.
Old him.
There you go.
You could have chose that new him, but go ahead.
Yeah. Because think about it. A lot of kids in general. I was just talking about this with somebody. I had a girlfriend that she worked at Ford and she did. She had a house in a good neighborhood, but her son started being a thug. He started like hanging with certain people, committing crimes. He started getting locked up. He was never. She never showed him anything that even resembled that. He was a middle class, kid, but we have music and we have people that glorify a certain lifestyle. So yes, some kids are gonna be pulled into that, right? When it's just consistently, I listened to the rap station one day when I worked in Alabama. I listened to it going up and coming back. All of it is trash. And we think that stuff doesn't go anywhere, but it does. You're putting something out in the atmosphere and people are grabbing onto it and it's getting down in their spirit. So then they're going to behave a certain way because a lot of people ignore the subconscious. Music is the only thing that can get down in your brain and change you without your permission. You understand what so that's the only reason I say it could have been some of T.I.'s music. It could have been anybody's music. You see what I'm saying? It could be and on top of that, not only are our kids influenced by that, we have no control over what they choose to dominate their brain, right? So we don't have any choice over that. We can try to pour into them. A good parent is going to try to pour into them and try to be there for them. But at the same time, they're going to make their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? So King is out here making bad decisions. But at one point, he may change. That may change when that frontal lobe develops.
That's the part.
The frontal lobe develop. It might change. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you said what I've been thinking. King is out here making bad decisions because he chose to make bad decisions. Y'all president, 45-47. He said a lot of things. He's done a lot of things. But now he has actually portrayed himself as Jesus Almighty. Jesus. That's where, yeah, that's where he went with it.
Are y'all mad?
How does this affect any conversations, any, what's the word? With other countries, alignments with other leaders and everything when you portray yourself as Jesus? How do you think that?
Can I ask you something? What alignment did you think we had left though?
I'm just saying.
Probably only really one.
I mean, anything that he,
Which one?
anything
He messed us
that
up.
he tries to do. I mean, what he's done so far is whack. But well, yeah, I guess you answered my question. He don't give a fuck about no more
He
alignments.
don't. He don't give a
Like,
damn.
heaven or earth.
He don't.
Heaven or earth.
Trump don't give a damn. He don't give a damn if we have allies. It's like this is the crazy. I have never seen something like this. Like he really does not care.
What was amazing though is the fact that how he flipped it to say, "Oh no, that wasn't a portrayal of Jesus. I thought it was a doctor. You thought it was a doctor? What doctor ever? What doctor you know dressed like that?
Somebody on his team came to him and said, "Hey man, that ain't gonna work. You got to flip that. You got to say something else." And somebody said, "Say a doctor," and he went with it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because you know damn well he ain't thought of that. He was Jesus. He's Jesus.
Hey man,
I promise you, it feels like
Frank said clearly he was a doctor. Yeah, clearly.
it feels like we're in a movie.
That's
Yeah.
what it seems like.
It
A bad
feels like
movie.
we're in a movie.
A bad movie.
No comedy.
Yeah, you right. You are right.
This is like a satire movie.
Right.
You are right. You are right.
Right, like Airplane.
It would be.
On the mission, hey, I do that. You know what I mean?
It
Missing
would
two
be a
guys on the
comedy.
planes. We can-
It would be a comedy if he wasn't trying to get our kids, draft our kids.
Right.
That's the part.
Oh,
Because we all
yo.
got kids that could be potentially drafted.
But did
so
you
that's the
see-
part that's not a comedy. That's
Did you
pissing
see
me off.
that they're saying that for this draft thing, that the illegal, that he's calling illegal,
Yes.
are
I saw
actually
that.
eligible for the draft?
I saw that.
Why?
Now,
Even if you are doing a draft, why would you want to have someone in your army, in your military, and you're trying to kick them out the country?
can I be petty and say that's the only thing that I do agree with? Because if you over here illegal and you wanted to be over here and you didn't want to do, I have friends that came over here and they told me the reason why a lot of Mexican people voted for him was because they said, she told me it costs thousands. I have two friends. They said it costs thousands to get legal and to be over here. So they feel some kind of way for the people that are sneaking over here after they've did all the paperwork. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, if you're going to sneak over here, not for asylum, because I understand if it's for asylum. I do feel for people that come to America for asylum, right? But if you're just sneaking over here from Mexico just to have a good time, go on and fight this war. Because I don't want my kids to fight the war. You understand what I'm saying? Tell me why it's wrong. Tell me why it's wrong. If you over here legal, you already think about what they do to all the prisoners in general. If you commit a felony, they take away your right to vote. They keep you from being able to get jobs. They can do free labor with you. So why wouldn't they use these same people that are here illegally committing a crime? Go ahead, let them fight the war.
So let me tell you who else they used to do
What
that.
you think?
Do that too during the war. What other group of people when there was a war that they drafted that they didn't care anything about? Imagine that.
Period.
And that's how Trump sees them. That's how he sees
But that's
them.
my point.
Let's put these new niggas.
But
Would you
and
rather
draft
be
them
them
too.
than us?
We're not exempt.
We're not exempt. We're not exempt.
You just said that they were drafting our kids.
I'm just saying.
They're
I'm
not
just
drafting
saying.
only the illegals.
Right,
I'm
not
just
only the
saying.
illegals. You know what I mean? It's adding to it.
So
I'm just saying,
So
though.
this is my opinion on the illegals coming over here, and the illegals have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
The illegals who are coming over here illegally ain't not willing to pay though. That's the difference.
Willing to do what now?
They're willing to pay the same amount.
Pay.
The same amount that you said that them
Pay
other
what?
Hispanic people had to pay to get into the country. The legal
Okay.
people who come over here
Okay.
illegally first
Okay.
are willing to pay the money that it takes to become a citizen.
Okay.
The difference is they're not given that opportunity. And what happened is the people who paid at first, probably some people got over here illegally. They may have
Initially.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
And
telling you.
then
Yeah.
paid.
How do you know that they're willing to pay though?
Because they pay into the society. They get regular jobs. They, you know what I'm saying? So
The
so this what I'm
amount
telling
of
you.
tax that illegals are paying,
Yeah,
you will blow you away.
most of the people who are coming over here, even illegally, aren't these criminals that they
That's
are making
correct.
them out to be.
I
And
agree.
Like and let me say this.
I
And-
agree.
And then for somebody to be a hypocrite, you came over here for a better life. They should have that same opportunity for you to say
Who came over here for a better life?
the
His
Mexicans, the
Oh,
people
okay.
that are saying that they don't want the other Hispanic people here. They came over here for a better life just like you did. You don't think that they should be given the same
Who's
opportunity?
you? Who do you keep
He's
saying
talking
you?
about- He's not talking about you.
Like,
Oh, okay.
The Hispanic people, like
Yeah.
you're saying, the Hispanic people are telling you that they don't want these people to come because I paid. These
Yes.
people are willing to
Yes.
pay.
Yes.
Not only are they willing to pay, they're willing to do it the right way. They just getting over here the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And
But why
then-
aren't they paying once they get here? Like they had a lady,
They are paying
they had
into the
several
community.
people that were here for 20 years and had not went through none of the processes to be.
Do you think
here
they're paying
legally.
taxes though?
I
Those
have
people
no
are also
idea.
paying taxes.
Yes, they
They're
I have no
voting.
idea.
No, they are.
They
That's what I'm
are.
telling you.
I have no idea.
They're
A lot of them still
working.
getting jobs. They
Because
working,
I'm
they
telling
paying
you,
taxes.
let me just say this. You think that, let's just even say an old Hispanic grandmother, you think she's
Yeah.
over here for 20 years and not doing nothing? She's just sitting in the house? No, that's not even how their culture is. Their culture is to find her something to do in order to help that household out. So what I'm telling you is these people aren't coming over here laziness.
So you're saying none of these people are under the radar? Because I thought that some people are under the radar and they're getting paid cash.
Sure, a lot of them are.
yeah.
So
Okay.
a lot of black people, so a lot of white people, so a lot of everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
But
then
a
look-
lot of them are working. But a lot of them are working
Shit,
jobs.
I want
But-
me a
but-
A lot of them
job.
are working,
Cash.
you know,
but
construction
hold on,
sites. A lot of them are working.
Let me say this.
I want
Do
me
you
a
not-
job.
do
Don't
you
I
get
not
me
can
buy
wrong. I
pay
groceries?
think we
taxes.
need them.
But that's what I'm saying. Don't you buy groceries? We pay taxes.
Let me
on
make sure y'all
everything
understand.
We do.
I think we
literally
need all these people.
We literally pay taxes on everything we do.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some way, shape, form, or fashion, even if they were getting paid cash, they then pay into the community. They buy groceries.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
buying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're paying their fair share of taxes. I
Yeah.
think it's how they go about the process. And what I'm saying is he's stopping that process. So that's really the injustice. It's not. That's why I tell people like I'm not.
Some of the processes.
Let me ask you this: Do you think
Some of 'em.
do you, in regards to, you said the criminal thing, in regards to guys that have been convicted that are in prison, yada yada yada, do you think that would be a good draft move to
No.
train some
No.
criminals
No.
to go to war
No.
and offer them I don't know if it's a reduction or a freedom after a war?
If it was voluntary, if they could say yes, I want to take this deal, then yes. But I'm a person. I strongly believe that most of the prison population I would say, I'm not gonna even say most, I'm gonna say 50% are probably people that are innocent. Because I've researched a lot of that, and about 90% of people take a plea deal.
So do you think that,
Especially black people.
So you're saying that you're saying
Yeah.
that the ones that are innocent would volunteer to go to war?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm
Okay.
saying that
They should just volunteer if they wanted to do it.
right, if they
Okay.
just wanted to do it. I don't think it should be put on them, because I don't have a lot of stats with this, but I think at least probably 50% of people that are locked up did not do it, or may just be unjustly, when it comes to black people, because we are unjustly convicted, right? And we've seen so many times where people are locked up for 20 years and they get out because there was not enough evidence, right?
Wait.
Right. Now I agree with you, Frank. Like we definitely should start with the people that voted for
You make them go to war?
100%. 1,000%. They should be the first ones. If you voted for Trump, you should be the first ones trying to defend Trump and his foolishness. I agree.
Now that's a great point.
I agree.
I like that.
All these jokers who got them, doing that year and got them trailers, and you ain't
Hey,
we
that's-
so loyal. All right, let's see.
That's you
Let's
right.
see how loyal.
You know what?
Y'all are they call themselves patriots.
Right. He should
Okay, Mr.
come out and
Patriot.
say, you know what?
Let's go see.
I need all of the folks that rock with me
Yep.
to be in my military for
Yep.
war.
Yep. Yep.
Wonder
Yep.
how many would raise their hand
Yeah.
then. Now
Yeah.
there would be some.
Yep. And they need to be on the front line. Get on the front line. Get on the front line.
They would cower out just like your president did. They have spurs on their foot. They have all kinds of stuff come up all of a sudden.
And definitely all the
Bunch-
January
run around-
6 people.
run around.
all them.
Run
All the
around
January
trying to,
6
try-
people.
trying to
you
get
got all this ammunition. Y'all got all these weaponry at your crib.
Hey,
All right,
come on.
all right, well, let's go. Let's
Come
go to
on.
war. Let's go use
Come on.
it. Let's go use some of that stuff.
all the women that voted gonna be running around trying to get pregnant so they can't go to war. That's a true statement, y'all.
Now they would love that though,
Hey,
but they
let me
would
tell you
actually
something.
love that if they got pregnant.
Hey, and Frank probably know this too, bro. When I was in, and they started talking about sending us over there, man, them women started running around trying to have sex with no condoms. Boy, they were trying to get pregnant every way they
Oh,
could
wow.
to keep from going to war. I'm telling you,
They
Oh,
do that
wow.
even when they get over there.
yeah. I'm
When they
telling
get
you.
over there, they're gonna try.
I mean, who wants to go to war? Who wants to go to war for a war that doesn't even make sense?
That just sounds all that stuff cool until you actually there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So-
Right.
And people like Ty, Vic, and Frank, they can testify that they actually had to be over there in
They had
that
to be over
nonsense, and
I could tell you I was close, and
You
just
know.
being close was enough for me to say, you know what? Next time they have an early out, I'm out early.
hey, hey,
Next time they say it.
I mean,
'Cause
the president-
I did not join the military to fight a war. I promise you. I joined it so that my mama wouldn't have to pay for college.
You know
I
what?
would
That's
say that.
hilarious.
Oh, I would say it quick. You
But
know,
right now, what he's doing is genocide. So who wants to be a part of that? Who actually wants to be a part of that?
But
Getting rid of a whole race of people.
But here's the problem you got, right? Because you have so many, and this is what Supreme Unk be harping about a lot of times, and number one fan. You know what I mean? You got all your evangelicals, all these people who, some of these people actually were praising this guy. You know what I mean? And now this guy called himself the Messiah. But they've been praising him as such.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, how can you stand on any pulpit and claim anything about, this guy being anything in any kind of relation to, not first, second, third cousin, not distant cousin, not anything to Jesus? I mean, this guy,
Right.
This guy is the opposite.
The
This guy-
anti?
this-
you saying he's the Antichrist?
Hey, I just said this guy's the opposite. However you want to decipher that.
the closest I've seen
But you know what I mean?
in a public eye. I mean, he's the closest I've seen in a public eye.
Frank said,
Real
"Oh
for
yeah,
real.
lots of pregnancies, lots of failed drug tests, and mofos talking about they had a sleep apnea."
Hey.
Anything to keep from going over there and getting a real bullet in your gun. You know,
For real.
Yeah, when they
Look, thank you, Frank. Now I know all the stuff to tell my babies.
hey man, I'm telling you, when they
The
give you
only
that,
time you're gonna tell your kid to go on and smoke it up.
when they give you they give you that rifle, they
Ah,
give you that rifle that got
you
that
can get it?
real ammo in it. You grab it, you be like, this feels different. From it's real ammo. That's when you know shit is about to hit the fan. You are really in it.
Vic said, I'm watching Abby Phillips right now, and they're having this conversation. It doesn't make sense when there's 50 million Catholic voters that actually pray for, support, and are more popular. So yeah, man, the junk it's just bananas. And we only 1 year in.
Man, this feel like 5 years,
And we
Will.
only 1 year in.
It feel like it's been 5
This
years.
man said on Easter he was going to destroy a whole nation. On Easter Sunday.
With an Easter bunny standing behind him.
Then says, praise be to Allah. Just mocking the folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's when the
and
Republicans,
then back down on everything he said he was going to do.
because the Republicans
2
came
weeks.
against him. Then you saw that, right? Once he posted that, a lot of Republicans actually got a backbone after that and came out and denounced him and said that it's not right and that he's trying to just kill innocent people.
But he took down
About the fees, the legal fees.
expensive, including legal fees, maybe 10,000, 20,000.
Yeah.
What was noticed though is
Yeah.
he took down the Jesus post, but didn't take down the Obama monkey post. So it lets you know how he,
Yeah.
he'll take down what he feel like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably came to him after he made that post, and he was like, damn that.
He said, "I'm more gray just watching this mess." Hey man, it do, man. It do, man. It's Simple Simon at his best.
All right, 2 more topics, and we're gonna call it. Well,
Shut
maybe
up,
3, maybe 3,
repairman.
What do you say?
We can complain.
That's it. Complain and ride with it.
Because the sad part, B, is, with all the negative, the bad things people want to happen to him, the guy that's under him, sheesh.
He ain't ish either. Is that what you're saying?
Man.
No.
J.D. Vance is an idiot. But the crazy part is J.D. Vance just called this man, maniacal and all the other words 4 years ago. Now you praising everything this guy does. It's like, man, these people are so fake, man. They making so much money.
Fake out in the open. Exactly. Living in their own bubble.
Yeah, his people didn't object. Yeah, the Pope said he's not scared. Yeah, the Pope stood up to him. The Pope did stand up to him. You know what I mean? And that's why he came up with the Jesus thing, because he's saying he's bigger than everybody.
The only thing that I'm worried about is that globally, how people look at Americans. If they, because I like to travel and just how are people going to treat us, knowing that we're Americans and that,
all the rumors we've been hearing for years about how the American dollar is going to go down.
Right.
You've been hearing that junk for the last 5-10 years.
Right.
That junk is closer now than ever.
Right.
Because these folks are, but in terms of your travel and all that stuff, they don't care nothing about this. If these deals keep happening with China and Russia and all these on the back end, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to create the other currency to make that
they are.
stand out. And if that does, it'll crush the American dollar.
They are.
And this dude's playing, man. He's playing a dangerous game.
The only thing that's good is like they just did that vote, right? With all the nations.
Yep, that's my point.
And they decided that the slavery in America was one of the greatest atrocities, right? And I think that's the only thing that may help us as Black people, right, when we travel abroad, because they know they may have a little compassion for us.
Some.
A little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like knowing that we probably didn't vote for this. Vote for him, and that we don't agree to a lot of things that he does.
It's crazy.
What you thinking, JT?
Real Africans, at least in my opinion, that's abroad, don't give a damn about Black Americans.
This has been true.
Yeah,
Some of them. This has been true because they look at us as weaker, right?
They look at us as they say we're basically Americans with a deep dark tan.
We are Americans.
I've heard basically what they're saying is we're white people with a deep dark tan.
That's not true.
I didn't say it was true.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you what they said.
Yeah.
And so that's why when you're saying that the vote for the slavery thing being the biggest atrocity might be have people to treat us a little differently, but there's some that's still going to look at us as black folks that didn't stand up for shit.
I mean, the thing is, we literally, some of us didn't come from Africa, right? They've already proven some black people were already here. So some of us, shut up, JC. Some of us were like, we are just Americans. Some of us are not African Americans, right? But that doesn't mean we are colonizers. That doesn't mean we have
how they think of it.
We have that blood.
Yeah,
Right.
True. Yeah,
Right, you right.
All right. So in regards, I wanted to go over this in regards to media. You know, when most of our Atlanta people know, we had the 404 celebration here. There was some killings, there was some crazy, some shootings, some fighting or whatever going on. But this past weekend, there were two events here in Atlanta. The what was it, Dogwood Festival. They said it was over the weekend, 200 to 300,000 people. And I know a lot of people that I know now probably would have done it too if they wasn't charging so much money. But they had the seersuckers and sundresses event. There was no violence at all. So my question is, should the media because media is always going to report the violence, but they never report anything good. So should the media also report when things happen and nothing happens, no violence happens? Or is that non-news?
I guess because it should be normal for no violence, no shootings, right? But at the same time, I've noticed that they don't even televise a lot of the school shootings anymore. A lot of people don't know how many school shootings that there are every year.
Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that if I think with that nationally, I think it's a certain threshold, certain number of casualties is when it becomes national news. It's like they don't report whenever there is a gun found in a school or whatever. You don't see that reporting too much nationally. You might see it locally, but even locally, I mean, I try not to look at the news too. I look at it sometimes, but I try not to look at it too much because it can become depressing. But there was, there was events here in Atlanta that was, other than traffic, I saw my boy, guest of the show before, my man Harvey, Harvey Glenn. Harvey was like, he put up, I'm just an ON, as in an old nigga, trying to get home. And it was so much, he was video, it was just traffic, and it was just people out. Well, no violence, but he was just still trying to get home. So it's still, that part of it, people hanging out or whatever, people outside, that type of deal.
I mean, I don't think you have to, congratulate the fact that nobody got killed over the weekend at the Dogwood Festival. I mean,
right.
It'd have been new, but trust and believe, if folk cut the fool out there, it'd have been a story. You know what I mean? It's like, it shouldn't be you shouldn't have to, if you got a job and every time you get off, we shouldn't have to celebrate the fact you got off work. You know what I mean? You did your job. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's just,
hey, you say that because you ain't getting off your job. I celebrate every day that I got off and I can go back the next day.
But there ain't gonna be no press conference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, and we no press conference. When you come out the door, JT, how was your day? You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's go back and do it again.
Hey, man, you just gave me an idea. Start doing me a couple of press conferences when I get off. Sitting out by the car.
Ty Vic said, I disagree. I've traveled around the world, and they know and understand the black experience of black people here. They do, from earlier comment.
Well, that's what I said.
We have become numb to the gun violence at school and the inaction. That's a sad truth.
Yeah.
That's a sad truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, I think I said it before on here. I worked at a school and it was newly built. It was built like the back of the school was built like a semicircle. And so if you think about a semicircle, there were doors on each hallway. So we had first grade hallway, second grade, third grade, all the way up to fifth, and the kindergarten hallway. And there was a door that came down for each hallway, like a big garage door, to keep the shooter from coming down another hallway.
Really?
And
Wow.
one thing that stressed me out was one day while I was at school, the door got stuck and it was down. There was nothing going on, but the door had got stuck. And the first thing that came to me was, what if the shooter's on my
How do you
what
get
if
out?
the shooter's on my hallway
Yeah.
and now you can't get out?
You sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
And because they've shut this thing down, not that I want other people, but he's great. Just have a ball on that hallway.
Yeah, like you said, with that,
And that was stressful as I don't know
with
what.
something like that, you keeping them out, but at the same time, if they get in,
You're keeping them
you're
in.
keeping them in. Everybody
know?
else too. So
Yeah. And I think they're building a lot of these schools like this now. And it's very sad. It's extremely sad. I think I told you guys like about 3 years ago, I looked up school shootings. America has like 200 and something a year. And the closest country next to us that had a school shooting was 8.
Yeah.
So they want us to think that everywhere else is savages, but who's the savages? If we're the country that are killing kids,
This country's been proven over and over again. So,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. It
And not that I'm not anti-American, but I think I am anti-violence, and that we need stronger gun laws. You know.
All right, moving on. Wanye and Brandy. I'm just gonna put it. He was 20 something. She was 16. I think the age was he was 22, but I'm not for sure. So I'm saying 20 something. She was 16, and they were in a relationship. She kept it from her parents because she was, thought that something was wrong with it. And she also, this is in her memoirs that she recently, I think she did a book of verbal. She did a book, but she actually, it was like a verbal book or something like that.
You know, they talk.
An audio book? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I said
Okay.
verbal. Yeah, but she did. I don't know if she did actually a book where she actually wrote it's paperback or whatever. But I know she did an audio book about it. And
Really? Because supposedly she was denying it.
she has been denying it. She put that in
Okay.
the memoirs that
Okay.
they were denying it the whole time. They actually, years ago, it was approached at one time and they denied it. She actually says she didn't tell her parents. And they've denied it the whole time. But he was 20 something. The word I saw was 22. Don't know if that's factual. She was 16 at the time. So what do you think about something like that? Somebody that's 22 dating somebody that's 16. I mean, I know that it was in the entertainment industry and everything, but
Sound like my high school.
What?
you had somebody 22 in your high school?
No, I
I
had.
saying that they were dating 16-year-olds.
Oh,
Sound like my high school too.
Yeah. What I can say is it's definitely straight manipulation because here's the test, okay? Here's the test. If he's 22 and he doesn't have any friends, guy friends that are 16, because then you could say, oh, he's just young-minded or what have you. If he doesn't have any friends that are 16, why are you dating somebody that's 16? You're a predator. You see what I'm saying?
I don't, but I hear you though.
But I'm saying if you just oh, she's on my level, why are none of your friends this age then? Why are none of your guy friends this age? But the girl you choose to date is that age. At 16, everybody knows you don't make the same decisions that you make at 26. Even at 20.
So let me ask this question. Based on that scenario, they always say that the female matures how much faster than the male?
I want to say it's maybe a year to 2 years.
No, it's more than that.
All I know.
It's
Well,
more
well,
than
let me
that.
say this:
whole lot
when
more
it
than that.
comes to school, in school, they actually they used to they've propositioned before some of the school boards of actually holding the boys back a year or two because it's like a year or two difference in how they learn and those things. So that's why I say that. So what do you think is the difference in the maturity level when it comes to
I mean,
what is your idea?
They say girls mature like 4 times faster than boys do. You know, and I'm only saying that in terms of what you just said in terms of that age difference. And I don't think it's necessarily a predator situation. 22 to 16, and it's another conversation that was had recently because JT, Dwayne, Will, all males in this room, right? So, Jose, I would say I think that girls at 16, 17 years old, especially ones who attractive or feel kind of above, you know, they feel a little bit more mature.
Confidence a little different.
Confidence a little different. They're typically not interested in the 16, 17-year-old boy. They're typically interested in the ones that's a little bit older.
No.
And 16, 17, and now it's younger. But when I was in school, 16, 17 was that age range where a lot of girls were trying to get their experiences in. Now, y'all didn't hear in the background, but the yelp was loud.
It's
You know what I mean?
facts.
And it's all men saying yep.
They're getting their experience. They're ready to make that next step. You know what I mean? At that age range, they're
Okay, let me
hot
say-
trot.
And
And they're
let me
typically
say-
I don't like that. I don't like when people try to make.
Let me say something. Let me
make-
say
make
something.
little
Let me say
girls
something.
be hot
Let me say
because-
something. Let me say
Mature
something.
faster.
Let's listen
You
to me
ain't
right
look-
quick.
Saying that they mature
don't like
fast, they
that.
become crazy.
I don't like
we
that.
we
Faster.
grew up in a Navy town, right? And I can guarantee you the juniors and the senior women in our school were dating servicemen.
Facts.
I can tell.
Facts.
You know what?
And there's nothing wrong with, but
I
you
can
said
tell you.
junior and senior.
And
so
high
they
school.
so they
High
seven.
school.
That's 16.
So they're
17.
17 and 18.
No,
No.
16.
16, 17.
No,
you
I
can be
gra- I-
16 as a junior.
I graduated at 17.
Well,
Me
I'm gonna let
too.
him. I'm gonna let him say.
too.
I'm gonna let him say what he wants to say, and then I'm gonna give my aspect because y'all none of y'all have been a woman. So go ahead and give your
And
give
you
your
know,
point of view. Give your point of view from a man.
We're not giving. We're not. This is you. What you fail to realize something. We're not talking about opinions. We're not talking. We're telling you experiences that we have had
Say it.
trying to
Yeah.
date
Factual.
and we are actually interacting. So I don't care what you're going to say. It's not going to diminish the fact that my eyes, my experience, my life experiences.
But you're not say what you're trying to say though.
that he
You're
just
not
said it.
listening to me if you have to ask that question. I am telling you.
Yeah, you said
that
they talked to
what we're
servicemen.
talking about is not something that is debatable. We know what we've experienced, and I know that. Hence, pregnancies happen. 16, 17 years old. Growing up in a Navy town, they're getting into clubs at early ages. It is their prey. They're prey, and they're going for it, and it's because
Okay, who's prey? Who's prey?
The
The
16
children are prey.
The 16,
We're in
17
agreement.
year old.
17
Now we're in agreement.
But again,
I'm in agreement.
But again,
The children are prey.
But
I'm
again,
in agreement.
But again, like you
I'm in
said,
agreement.
these 16 and 17-year-olds are out here dating older men.
Okay, so let me just say my opinion. I'm not saying that doesn't happen.
Okay.
But what I will say is from experience, from when I was a young girl at that age, I wanted to date men my age. But did men that are older men try to get with you and basically coerce you? That does happen.
Yeah,
But
I ain't gonna say it don't
but I
happen.
myself, myself, I can't speak for anybody else. I was attracted to boys my age, whether they was a little damn slow or whatever. I still was attracted to boys my age. I was not attracted to older men. Now,
I could see that.
Now, I'm just saying.
I could see that.
But
from the
I
things that
also
you
feel
talked
like-
about in the past in regards to where you grew up at and all that type of stuff.
But I also feel like most of my friends were attracted to boys close to their age.
I could see
But
that
did
too.
older men always approach us? 100%. But like he said, that's why I said I agree. It's like you are prey, because if you are especially think about the black experience. A lot of people grew up poor, right? If you count on two hands, most people grew up with a little bit less, right? And so if you got an older man that's trying to talk to a younger woman and presenting her with gifts and security and whatever else, then he might get in the door. You understand what I'm saying?
The word pray, I think you're taking it slightly out of context, I believe, because from a male standpoint, females in general are going to be looked at as prey. I don't
matter
Always.
care. I don't
what the
care
age is.
what the age is.
I was gonna say that.
Here's the reality.
And best
I know you were. That's why I wanted to just
But-
clear that
and
junk
best
up.
believe
but-
we feel like prey.
but-
We feel like
but I
prey.
mean,
I think what
but-
Will was saying is that when he was talking about the Navy town and everything, same thing with me growing up in near Camp Lejeune. The younger women were able. Not only were they able to get in, they would get it. We would all go to the clubs together.
Mm-hmm.
They would turn us around. We couldn't get in.
Right.
They would let the women in.
At Fort Stewart, they had the zoo. At the zoo,
At 16,
all of us
I'm talking about
guys,
14
all of
to
us high
15
school
years
guys, we would
old.
go to the zoo and just hang out in the parking lot, just to see whatever's coming out. But we would literally watch all of our high school girls walk clean inside the zoo, and we like, look, walking in there with
No problems. No
You know
problems.
what I'm saying? So now they pray because they're 16, 17 going to a club?
Yes. Good. Let me tell you
But
why.
they're
Let me
going.
tell you why. Let me tell
But
you why.
they're going.
Because I used to go to the CEO club. I used to go to the CEO
At what
to the
age?
to the whatever they call it. Is that what they call it? I can't remember.
NCO club.
The right, whatever on the. I was probably 17, 18. But
What you going for?
but here let me just say this. Let me just say this. Let me just say this. This is the part that y'all are underlooking, right? I'm great. Can I speak?
No long explanation. Why the fuck?
Because my friends asked me to go. But here's what. No. Let's keep it 100. When you sign up for the service, there are. Listen, what I'm saying. There are 18 and 19-year-olds that literally are people that come straight out of school.
Facts.
So all I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, you can be going to have fun and you still want to be around people that are closer to your age
Go to
because
the teen
because
club.
we didn't have
Okay.
teen club.
Okay.
No.
Wait,
We did
wait,
not
wait.
have teen
So-
clubs
so-
when
so
I was
let-
younger.
So
Now
that's
they
did
did
not
have
have teen clubs.
military bases did have
But
a
I
club
didn't
that was
really-
for the younger folks. It was usually called the E Club. That's called the enlisted. The NCO club is usually where they was a little growner, but again, they went into the NCO club
No,
to where folks wasn't wearing gray beards back then, but there were black beards in that club, and like you said, you would sit outside and be like, "Wait,
this
I was
is-
in
hold on, let me
class
say-
with
But
her.
as a
let me-
woman, I
I
can
was in
just.
class with her Thursday."
I'm not gonna even say that I never talked to nobody older. I did talk to somebody that was older before, and I'm just saying that this is really how I feel. Y'all can't take away how I feel. I really felt like when I got older, I realized it was very predatory. You understand what I'm saying? Because regardless if you are faster mathematically or academically, you still may be naive when you are 16, 17 years old. I had a friend, I remember she was dealing with a dude and she took his charges. You understand what I'm saying? That's just being naive.
No. I'm not even
Shut
saying
up,
that.
Will.
Listen,
Of course a man gonna say that. Of course.
I
I did not know that was up there.
this is this.
Of course.
All I'm saying is that
Hilarious.
you're from a small town in Louisville. I'm from Stone Mountain, Atlanta, Georgia. Right. When what I'll say is those practices aren't for everybody. Because like you said, when I was 22, I wasn't trying to date 16-year-olds. I thought that was
Right.
not right.
Right.
But what I will say is, I'm talking about this. This is a fact. Every attractive girl that I graduated high school with had a boyfriend that wasn't in high school, and I don't even know where they found these guys because, like you said, these guys aren't our friends.
They find us. They find us.
So these guys. So they were
Now you went to the club.
Yeah. They were finding these guys
ain't have
at
to
places, and then coming back to school. And for the guys that were at our school, what we did was we just went outside of the school and found girls like you that wanted to date us from other schools that were our age.
Right.
But the girls, I'm talking about the girls directly. I'm talking about, listen, when I say we didn't have no high school sweethearts because all the girls had 21, 20, 23
Yeah.
year old
I had a high school sweetheart.
I'm talking about
tell you
picking them up
something.
in
Yeah, I
high
had a high school
school.
When I
to the
joined the
dances.
military, and because in high school again, Camp Lejeune Marine Base, it wasn't a lot, but there were some girls that was dating the Marines and some guys in the Navy. When I joined the military, man, I could not wait to get me a car and go to the school and do what them niggas did to me.
What you talking about?
Now, I wasn't 22.
To get the prey.
I wasn't
to get
22.
the prey.
But man, when I went to them schools and sat out there, boy, in my car,
Turn the music up.
man, them girls came that day. Hey.
Some on it in. Hey, but
Hey,
you're right.
hey,
But
man,
listen, man.
I think it's
just
both.
it's just
I think some
reality.
women, I think some young girls do like older. I mean, that's not gonna change. I think that some young girls do like older. I just have to speak from my perspective. Most of my friends that I went to school with were not necessarily wanting an older man. Even when I went to the CEO, I was probably 18 talking to a 19. You know, I had a boyfriend that was 19. You know what, Will? I'm sick. I'm about sick of you.
No, I mean, I just think the point back to the topic is just, I won't necessarily say he was a predator. You gave that man the predator. I think Brandy at 16 years old was super popular. Them boys, man, they were popular. You in that world, you know what I mean? She could have been.
No.
You
That's
keep
why he
saying
was
no, man.
because the reason why he's a predator is the same reason R. Kelly is a predator. Because you're famous, you have so many.
She was too.
Let me finish though. You have so many grown ass women that want to sleep with you and want to have a relationship with you, and it may be in the music industry. Why are you picking a little kid?
Where are the parents?
She picked
Where are
him.
the parents at?
Okay,
Or she
okay.
picked him.
Let's touch on that. Let's touch on that a little bit. The reason why there's an age of consent because you're not making good choices at 16. So a grown person,
consent at
it's just
16.
like. But hear what I'm saying. You said she picked him, right?
I said she could have picked him.
And what I'm saying is this, is that a grown man should be like, no, I don't want to mess with a little kid. Even if that's just like somebody's 10-year-old son come up and be like, you're going to be my wife. I should have enough restraint and be like, you're a kid, get the fuck out of my face. And so when you start saying, oh, it's the child's fault, I don't agree with that shit. I don't because a grown person should be able to have enough common sense to say, no, I'm not going to sleep with a child, period, whether it be a woman or a man, period. Just like we had a talk about this some months back about we have a mutual friend that was like 11 sleeping with a 26-year-old. That's disgusting to me.
Yeah, you
don't do that stuff.
16 and 11 is totally different.
19,
You don't do
20,
that.
21, those.
But a kid is a kid.
But my point is, girls at that age, and this was the kind of conversation we were having, girls at that age are starting to get those movements, and they ready to shake and move. You know what I mean? And a lot of them, don't want to be with the 16-year-old.
And you know,
they want to be with somebody that feel like it's more mature. They want to be with
Yes.
somebody that feel like can do more for them. They just don't want to be they don't want to be a number in high school.
I didn't
And I can
read
agree
that,
with
but did
some
they
of them.
have,
So that don't make
did they
them
have
guys.
sex?
That don't necessarily make
Did
them.
they ever say
But
if
it
they had sex
does.
or not?
It's still
They
up
did?
to
Okay.
the adult. It's still up to the adult to say no. This is inappropriate.
You just said,
and
the
I can
age of-
get
but you-
somebody
but you
that
gave
is
the age of
my
consent.
age.
You gave the age, but it was past the age of consent. If you're talking about
It doesn't
15 and
matter.
under, I agree with you. Once you start talking about 17 and up, I
All I can
think
tell
it's a
you,
slippery slope.
all I can
It's a
tell you
slippery
is
slope.
in my 20s. All I can tell you as a grown ass woman in my 20s, a 16-year-old was a child to me. Period. And so I don't see how any 22-year-old man ain't thinking the same thing, that this is somebody's kid that still need to grow the fuck up, especially when it's grown women coming to them, passing out at their concerts, waiting for them backstage. You going the same thing. They even one of the articles I read about R. Kelly, his friend said he would literally, there would be 20 women that's adults, that's hot, that's ready to be with him. He gonna pick the little girl that's in the corner that look like she's naive, that like she's a little insecure. That's the person that he wants. So that's why I say it's a predator, and that's why they have certain laws, because you should not try to go after someone that their brain is not. It's a proven fact about the prefrontal
You keep
cortex.
saying certain laws, they're past the law though. They're past the age. So now,
Okay.
so now you're talking about your feeling
morality.
of
So
morality. Your feeling of morality.
But what I'm talking about is you have a prefrontal cortex. That's not even formed fully till you're about 20-something years old. So yeah, you might be making some decisions that's gonna fuck your life up. Somebody else that's older should know. I'm not gonna do you like that, little girl. Get out of my face, little girl.
So
I got a grown woman over here that's just as successful as you.
I've known some
Or I'm gonna
17
wait 2 years till you're 18.
I've known some 17-year-old girls that are way more mature than some 20-something-year-old girls that can give you way more dialogue, conversation, and it's just conversation type. We ain't talking about nothing sexual. There are some girls who do mature a lot faster and do carry themselves in a different way. And you find out they're 17, you be like, for real? I've been really shocked about some of them. You know what I mean? While you can talk to some 21-year-olds, and you be like, daggone, man.
But can I
You be like, man, you just, you know what I mean? Where
Can
you,
I
where you
point out
graduate
one-
from? You know what I mean?
But can I point out one thing?
Go ahead.
I don't know about the other two gentlemen, but you two, y'all don't even have any daughters. So
That's true.
So if you had a teenage daughter and you see how
different
immature she is at home and how she flips out
I'm
and
pretty
how
sure
she's,
you have a daughter. I
you
don't
know
have
what
a
I'm
daughter.
saying?
But
Right,
if your
right.
daughter was 21, you still don't think.
So
21 is
somebody
different.
you know, ready to be-
Right,
so
right.
let me answer
They
the
could be
question.
30.
Do you guys have?
Hold on, I'll answer
Okay.
your question.
I have a
Answer your
bonus
question.
daughter, and I
Yes.
promise you, I'm
In
still on her
reference
ass.
What I just said about my high school.
Mm-hmm.
These girls, I'm not saying these girls were dating these guys in secret. Their parents knew about this.
Mm.
So and the same thing with the R. Kelly, Aaliyah, and
Yeah.
Brandy. Brandy comes from a 2-parent household. Her mother was her manager.
Yeah.
Is no way her mother does not know about this situation. I don't care how much hiding is going on. There's
Yeah.
no way you don't know about it.
I don't say that,
So
but
what
yeah.
what I'm saying is, as a guy with a
Good
daughter,
point.
if I see,
Great
let's
point.
just say I
I was
see
gonna
my
get there,
daughter
but
going in
go
that
ahead.
direction, it's my job to try to change that. So if these people are
Would you?
enabling,
Would
hell
you?
yeah.
Okay. Because why?
But
Do you
let me
think-
say this. So this is what I'm telling you. My daughter's 14.
Okay.
My daughter right now has friends that she comes home and tells me how her friends are dating boys around their parents. And the first thing I say to her after she brings it up is like, you know that shit ain't going down over here.
Exactly.
No matter what they do.
That's why she
Exactly.
bringing it
No
up.
matter
She
what they
testing the waters.
It
Exactly.
does not matter what they do.
Yeah.
Over here, we already set the ground rules. You know what I'm saying? And my ground rules aren't out of control. My ground rules are 10th, 11th grade. That's just my ground rules. That's where I started dating as a boy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold her to the same standard. But she's in 8th grade now, and the difference is there's parents. These are, and I've met these parents too that are allowing their children to date boys, and that's on them. I can't tell you how they run their house. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you that in
I
my
agree.
household, I'm gonna correct it beforehand. So that's why I said I feel like it's the parents. Like even like
I agree.
the
3 daughters,
Brandy,
one is 30. Ain't nothing
I
happening.
don't agree with Aaliyah
Kardashians.
though. I don't agree with Aaliyah, but
She had 2 parents.
but I
Just
don't
like,
agree.
how can
They
you-
did.
how
They
can you
did not
just
know she
discount
was
that?
sleeping. They did not know R. Kelly was
How
sleeping
can
with her.
You discount that
Because
How
when
can
they found the reason why I discount it is because when they found out that she married him, they got her up out of there. They went and got their stuff annulled and they pulled her out from working with him.
What
Because
about
you're
the
not-
trial? What about the trial? So this is what I'm saying. You saying they say this? What they went to trial for Aaliyah, and they did not say these things.
What you
when
mean?
the-
Who went to trial for Aaliyah? I
R.
didn't know.
Kelly.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, I never knew that.
So let me say this: the 14-year-old girl was involved in it too, but Aaliyah was also brought up in the case.
Oh,
And
okay.
Her parents had the opportunity to say yes, no, or indifferent.
But you remember they got that annulled and they pulled her out.
I'm not saying that, but I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you that
They
they
got
are.
married and all. That don't necessarily mean they wasn't aware.
Wasn't aware of the situation. That's all I'm saying. You same thing with Brandy. I don't
Yeah.
think that if she's going to the studio every night, you leaving her like you said. I'm leaving my daughter in there with a 22-year-old man. No matter how famous she is, I'm gonna be present when when it's time to leave. We gonna leave together because you are a kid. You're not even supposed to be driving yourself home. So that's all I'm saying. Like in these situations, these parents be knowing.
Yeah.
And they willingly give these children to these people. That's why I said I can't condemn anybody on the recent R. Kelly because these girls are still around. This man ain't getting out of jail. These girls are still around. They are not going anywhere. That has nothing
Who's
to
still
do.
around?
The Jasmine girl and the other girl. They both.
She got a baby by him or something.
But this what I'm
But
telling-
supposedly
but-
they ain't
but-
nobody went to see him
but
in a
what-
year.
but what I'm
Which
telling
goes
you
to
is-
this next statement
What
right
I'm
here.
telling you is they are choosing this. This is not. He's not manipulating them. He's
You
not
think people
preying
can't be
on them.
manipulated?
From jail, Jose? He's not
Yeah.
taking it back. He's not-
Before
that's
jail,
not
before
manipulation.
jail, Dwayne. What are you talking
So
about?
when does the manipulation
What are you
end?
talking
When does
about?
accountability?
So no.
I'm not saying don't be accountable. I'm just saying
Let's go to the
manipulation is
statement
real.
right here, QT. She
I'm not
says,
saying not be
So a
accountable.
22-year-old man dating a 16-year-old girl as an adult, but a 21-year-old girl dating a 35-year-old man is being groomed. Why isn't she considered an adult as well? And that goes to your point.
Do what?
Those
Yeah.
girls with R. Kelly, what they got convicted for were grown women. And you still saying they've been manipulated, but they're grown women. So you're saying the
What are you
manipulation don't.
saying?
look,
what are you
that's why-
saying?
that's
Wait,
why-
wait,
Manipulation
wait.
don't matter because
No,
first you're saying
wait.
the
Ask
manipulation
the
based
question.
on-
I don't even
Ask
want
the
to get in the R.
question
Kelly
again.
thing because
Ask
all
the
the girls from
question
R.
again.
Kelly was grown.
You're saying they were all kids being manipulated, but now we're talking about the grown women. So your point is women just manipulated, period.
I'm saying that yes, when it came to R. Kelly,
So it don't matter the age then.
When I heard some of the stuff that was going on, I still think that as an adult, now that's on you, but as a child, you should be protected. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the only child
I'm saying
I
the
know
same thing
of
that Dwayne
with
is
the
saying.
R. Kelly
if you're
thing
15, 16,
was the
your
girl
mother
that
should
he-
be watching
that
over
he,
you
that he
so that
peed
you're
on.
not being manipulated. Once you get 21, you
And I
on
don't
your
wanna get in the
own.
R. Kelly thing,
If you're gonna
but,
let
yeah.
somebody fuck over you
You're right.
or
number
mess
one
with your
fan.
mind.
Brandy was Hollywood
You know what I'm
16.
saying?
That's a difference. She was Hollywood 16. She was out there.
But
like a lot of them
Wanye
girls
was,
out there.
but Wanye was Hollywood 22, and that's my point. Is that he had ample opportunity to talk to somebody his damn age.
I'm sure he did.
He had women throwing themselves at him, but he went for a 16-year-old. That's the problem that I got with that. It's not like he had less opportunities than a regular old Joe. A regular old Joe might.
that doesn't make him a pedophile. Is all I'm saying.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Shit. Shit.
She was of consensual age, whether we like it or not. She was a consensual age.
What was she of consensual age?
16.
What state is
Age
it?
of 16.
All
Every
I know is
state.
I know somebody. No, it's not because I know somebody that they.
What state is older than 16?
I know somebody. I
Get
know
the
somebody that they had to
What's
get.
that last one? Angel Reese, right? What's the last one?
No, I'm telling him to hit the music.
No, I'm saying what's our last? 'Cause I want to
Right,
talk about
right,
Angel
right,
Reese
right.
real quick.
You
go
stupid.
ahead.
You stupid.
she knows somebody, boy. She know a lot of people.
I do just like y'all do. Y'all say the same
She know a lot
shit.
of people. Yeah, Angel Reese. Angel Reese got traded to Atlanta. Me and Angelo talked about this. Angel Reese is out there. She's doing her thing, social media. She got her one leg out there and doing her walkabouts in the gym when she walking to the front row.
So now she has been traded to Atlanta, and we all know that Atlanta is the city of distractions when you're talking about young black athletes. Do you think the same distractions that come across the young black males, do you think the same type of distraction will come across Angel Reese in Atlanta?
That's what I was gonna ask. Is she straight?
I don't think it's gonna be the same.
One thing that they've done studies on is women that and young women that participate in sports don't fall to as much temptation. They seem to kind of stay on a better course as opposed to girls that don't participate in sports. I'm just telling you, they did a study on that. Oh, okay, yeah. So
It's interesting.
probably not, but who knows?
It's interesting.
It's an angel's
Dwayne.
dream. Let's go, Angel. Sexual consent is 16 in every state. That's what I thought.
That's probably now, but 10 years ago,
What are we
what?
talking about now?
No.
No, even back then. Now it's been 16 for a mighty long time.
Okay, let me look it up then.
I was also attracted to boys my age, but I was scared of older men until I got older. Jay, my whole life. Not taking charges wasn't naive. It was stupid. I'm doing at no age. Call me Gucci. I'm telling. I know that's right. You read Frank's already. So, how you know why he didn't have any older women? I'm sure he had older women. Not shout out with that. But she was 16. She came on to him. Was probably cute. And it wasn't just the average 16. It was Brandy. You know what I mean?
And Wanye
and
Joe
Joe
was cheating on her.
And Joe's gonna take a shot at Brandy. I mean, let's just be real. You know what I mean? Girls that age, Joe's gonna take a shot. This is facts. So, to answer your question, I don't think Angel's gonna be persuaded. I think Angel's perfect for this town. I think her marketing ability, everything about her, is absolutely perfect for the city of Atlanta. You know what I mean? But I wanna kind of flip the topic on Angel slightly, right? Because I ain't gonna take credit for this. D'Amico brought this up, said this the other day to me, and I thought it was a excellent twist to the Angel Reese conversation. And he said, "What if Angel Reese?" Are we off? No. Okay. What if Angel Reese, being who she is because of how she carries herself, her dress, yeah, we know her dress, the way, you know what I mean, you know, because she makes herself look sexy, you know what I mean? She goes out there town, she does all the advertising. She shows that she is a real woman, right? What if Angel Reese's persona, because what D'Amico said was, I think she's going to have the same impact on girls that Caitlin Clark did, right? And I was like, man, Caitlin Clark, you know, hate her or love her, what she did for women's basketball, you just can't take it away.
Facts.
The impact she made, you know what I mean, the money she made, how she sells out, you can't take that away from her, whether you like her or not, her impact. It don't take away from what everybody else has done, but her impact just changed it because she brought a different demographic, right? But Angel Reese has the ability to change the diet, to change the narrative, because a lot of men don't like women's basketball, and I hear them say it. Mm-hmm. They don't like women's basketball because of they don't like how a lot of them are portrayed in terms of their sexual orientation.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of them appear to be, you know, more masculine, for lack of better words. You know what I mean? They show
Great words.
you know what I mean, more masculine.
I was gonna say something different.
You know, they show themselves to be more masculine. They show themselves, and that's why a lot of them aren't marketable, because it's hard to market in certain, you know, in the broad scale.
Right.
But because Angel is shown to be a real woman, so the point being, her impact on girls could be, oh, I can play basketball and not be gay. I can play basketball and still dress like a woman.
Yeah.
I can play basketball and still be sexy. You know what I mean? And I was like, That's a great freaking point.
I
Yeah.
think she's already had that impact.
Me too.
But in Atlanta,
Yeah, gonna be different in Atlanta.
In
Gonna be different.
Atlanta.
Because I look at if you look at college basketball now. Now if you remember college basketball back in the days, there was no eyelashes, there was no gel,
put the top 5 in, y'all.
there was no there just wasn't femininity on the court. If you look at college basketball now, you see lashes.
Yeah.
You see the only person that ever wore lipstick in the WNBA back in the day was Tina Thompson. And I just didn't understand why nobody ever gave her a lipstick line. But I think that Angel has already started that in a way. Looking at the draft last night, you could still, boy, it was nice, right? But you could still see, you could still see some of them that's still kind of masculine, but was still trying to show their femininity in regards to the dresses and stuff that they had on. Now, no, she came in straight with a suit. I mean, she came in. There was a couple of them in there actually with some suits on, but I think that Angel has already started. But you're right. In Atlanta, I think that she could really enhance that and get, motivate or show younger women, even the girls from South Fulton, South Carolina, Raven. Raven, even in college, I saw over the years start wearing more makeup while she was playing. Now, I don't know her orientation or whatever. I've never seen. I don't follow her or anything, but she's always shown lately, at least over the last 2 years, she's shown more femininity on the court. And I think it's coming. I think I do believe that Angel Reese was the start of it, to be honest with you. In college, I think that she was the start of it, especially after she got to LSU, and I think she's carried it on. But you're right. Chicago is dope, but Atlanta's a totally different animal.
Atlanta's Atlanta.
Atlanta is totally different. And I think now, like you said, I think her money off the court, guarantee it's going to triple.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to triple off the
It's
court.
going to be huge in the Atlanta market.
You're going to start seeing, what are we in? We're in April 2026. By the end of the year, I'm saying it, you will see Angel Reese in a Tyler Perry movie. Or show, or just a show. You're going to see her guest star in a show. And that will probably be the first, other than, the Martin episode they had back in the day, but there wasn't nothing feminine about that. Yeah, there was nothing feminine about that one. But you're going to see her in a I'm gonna say a Tyler Perry because he's right here in Atlanta, but Will Packer might grab her up in the next couple of years, but I think Tyler's gonna have her on one of his shows before the end of this year. I think that's the impact that she's going to have. But yeah, I do. That's a great thing. I wanted, I would love to, I wish I hadn't stopped going to see high school basketball, because at one time, high school basketball, them little girls would go back in the locker room and come back out, and you couldn't tell that they were boys coming out the locker room.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, seriously, they would come out dressed as, it was no skirts, it was no nothing like that. With Angel Reese being here, I would love to see if that will change that dynamic in high school basketball.
I think if marketed correctly, it's gonna be dynamic for women's sports. You know what I mean? And just like I said, just to show, because I love watching women's basketball. I talked about this yesterday because
it's the purest form.
It's the pure form of basketball.
It's the purest form of basketball.
You know what I mean? They actually they actually take real layups.
Right. Yeah.
And you can see them how they looking at that. You know what I mean? How they hitting the backboard. You can see
even on a fast break.
Yeah.
They looking at it.
It's just pure basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think, but I know, like I said, a lot of people don't like it because they feel like how they're looking like men instead of women. You know what I mean? I just think her impact could be big for women's sports, to just say let little girls know it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to be
You
still
ain't
be a
gotta
girl.
flip. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't nothing against nobody else, but just saying it's okay to be a girl. You can be a girl and be dominant in that sport. You can talk trash, you can throw elbows, you know what I mean, and then leave there and look like a woman.
Yep.
And it's okay. So
Yep. Last topic, quick one. Usher Raymond, Chris Brown, about to launch their concert. I think the date's already out, but the ticket prices are not out yet because I looked. But what do you guys think?
Let's go.
What do you think the ticket prices are going to be for this concert?
scary. Scary.
I think they're coming to
New edition prices was super high.
They're coming to
How much were they?
I don't know, but I just know they
Yeah,
were,
they
they
were
were
like-
like
I went
2,
to
3.
see
They
them
were like
twice.
they were like
They were high this time.
way higher than when you probably
They're
went
high
to
this
see them.
time. But they're coming to Atlanta November 11th, I think, is when they're coming to Atlanta. I'm sure they're going to add more dates, but right now it's November 11th. What do you just give a guess? What do you think the ticket prices would be? Lowest to highest?
$300 minimum.
No. Well, I'll give you PSL tickets are $125 for the upper bowl, and middle bowl is like $250. And I ain't look at no floor seats because I wouldn't even pay.
So you
What's
can get
PSL?
So you can get those tickets at them prices, Dwayne.
Yeah.
What's PSL?
When you
Season.
pay for your season ticket? At,
Season tickets.
It's at
It's at the Georgia Dome. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
and it's Usher Raymond and Chris Brown. And
You
we
said
know
125.
yeah.
Wow.
Usher Raymond and Chris Brown. Yeah.
The what's the name? Keith Urban is like upper bowl like 80, and he sell out in 10 minutes.
And the next thing,
Keith
I
Urban
don't think
sell
it's
out
gonna
in
be
10
as
minutes.
high. I think it's gonna be
Always buy that
higher
ticket.
than normal,
You
but
hear
I don't
me?
think it's gonna be double because they know that this economy.
Don't care about
nobody caring about the economy.
They don't give a damn.
Hell no, gas prices going up too. Man, ain't nobody caring about that. Hey, if you want to go,
Hey,
pay
y'all
for
might
it.
be right.
But
Y'all
look,
might be
again,
right.
It's Usher
But I'm going. I'm
and
gonna
Chris
be up
Brown,
in
and we all know what Usher and Chris Brown does to women.
Hey.
So how many?
there. Gonna be a cream fest.
How many husbands and boyfriends is gonna let their wives go to these shows on the front row?
If you go by yourself and I catch you on Jumbotron, just stay there.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
No cherries allowed.
No cherry.
Hey,
I mean, I agree.
it's gonna be interesting.
I agree.
It is
I
going
agree.
Like
to
I
be
said,
interesting.
let me say this.
I agree.
Everybody has they crush, all right? I've already determined that my girl crush ain't Usher or Chris Brown. I ain't saying she don't think they cute. That just ain't her crush. So she don't get no pass with me. Okay? She already gave me the person I gave her a pass for. Ain't that motherfucker?
It ain't either one of them, huh?
Can't do it. Okay? Same go for me. I got my pass too. I already told you. If I see me alone, you just gotta understand.
Come
It's
on.
an understanding, okay? I get my one. That's who I like. That's who I want, okay? You get hers is chestnut, the chestnut guy. If the chestnut guy comes here and sweeps my girl off his feet,
Chestnut guy. You wanna get a
So-
man-
more
so-
power to you.
Let me
Morris,
make sure I
okay?
understand
More
what you're
power
saying.
to you, Morris.
You gonna
Okay?
take her back? Is that what you're saying?
She already told me that if Morris come around, she gone.
Okay,
And I
so
ain't
you-
gonna argue with her. I'm just gonna
Okay.
let her go.
So you-
we had this conversation.
We already had this
So
conversation.
you don't.
Yeah.
So you don't. The girl that the other week that kissed Usher, you feel like. I mean, not Usher. I'm sorry, Chris Brown. You feel like she
Did
was
we talk about
justified?
it? Did we talk about it before the concert? If they talked about it
They
before
had
the
to
concert,
know. He had to know.
and he said, "Well, you know, if you get this opportunity to go there, kiss Chris Brown, go ahead and do it." Yeah, he can't be mad. Hell no. If that's what they talked about. I'm telling
But I'm saying that's your take on it. You would be like,
you get one.
that's your crush.
What
do
you
what
say,
you do.
Lo? What you say, Lo? If what's the name?
Shantae Moore.
Shantae Moore come around here. Shantae Moore getting kissed, okay?
She's getting kissed.
And
baby.
wifey gonna understand, okay? That's what I said.
She's
If
getting
Morris
kissed,
come
baby.
around this motherfucker and seduce my girl, I'm gonna be kind of upset, but I'm be like, well, shit, she said it already. She must have told God, and God made it happen for her. I can't. Who am I to get in between?
You
her
said
and
this is
God?
divine intervention at this point.
Cause he famous. He shouldn't be coming to get my girl. So the sheer fact he coming to get her, God did it for her. So
No. The fact that he knew his woman was gone off of Chris Brown, he bought them front row tickets. He orchestrated that.
That's what I'm saying. So
that had nothing to do with God.
So what I'm telling you is he shouldn't be upset because he bought a front row ticket knowing she loved
You
Chris
said
Brown.
he orchestrated that. You don't never give the woman.
Okay.
She don't want to blame the woman for nothing.
Now hold on. Now hold on. I'm just picking with Dwayne.
I'm
saying, I thought she was a dirty dog for doing that because Chris Brown don't pay no bills in your house.
All right, I'm about to say.
Why would you be tonguing him? On top of that, she tongued him. Now I can even understand a little kiss.
She caught it
She put her whole tongue.
And she got that bottom lip. She went for it.
She did.
That's what I'm saying.
She was dirty. No. Let's make it clear. She was dirty for that.
If I even seen, you know how they had them meet and greets. If I see one of them meet and greets and my girl bent over, Chris, don't come back. Because we didn't talk about that.
We ain't talking
You
about that.
got to go.
Okay.
That means you having too much fun.
So it got to be understanding.
Got to be understanding. That's all I'm saying. He bought front row tickets, so it sounds like he signed up for it.
Exactly. See, he said the same thing I said. Lo, you ain't mad at him for saying it. He said he bought front row tickets, so he signed up for. He said he asked for it.
Listen. That's why I tell you, I'm not looking at the front row tickets. I look in the first bowl, second bowl. You can't.
So you ain't gonna believe the temptation, huh?
Yeah. Now you just going after my hoe. I'm gonna have to fight you. Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to swing on him in the concert.
I don't want to go.
Yeah,
I don't want to go.
Right. Cause you didn't pay the grip.
Chris Brown was a doctor. Yeah, Chris Brown was a doctor.
You paid a grip for them front row seats. You know what I'm saying? So you knew what could happen. Exactly. Cause what happened when she come off the stage? Now you got to stand there looking silly. When she came off the stage, did you see what I seen in there?
Huh? Look at that. I just. T said, she said tickets start at $300, November 7th in Atlanta. I told you. And I ain't looked them up, but I said $300. You know
I would like to humbly say that if anybody wants to sponsor me, y'all can reach me on all my social media platforms at Giselle Sunray.
So what if an 18-year-old wanted to sponsor you?
Uh-oh.
An 18-year-old.
Yeah.
An 18-year-old is an 18-year-old. It's not a 16-year-old.
And how old are you?
I'm 22.
You're a grown ass adult.
I'm 22.
You're a predator.
You're a predator.
18. I'm just trying to get the tickets. I didn't say I was going to have sex with them. I'm just trying to get that White Castle money or that
Perfect example.
the Chipotle, wherever he work at.
Top 5, man. Top 5 Samuel L. Jackson movies.
Yep, your top 5. Frank said define sponsor.
Frank, you know what a sponsor is. You know what a sponsor is. So I can get to this show. This Usher and Chris Brown
I might do something
show.
strange, but babe, I gotta see Usher and Chris Brown. Usher definitely my crush. Real
Okay,
bad.
light skin. Which one? Is that old girl that was in here the other week? That was
Kiki.
Yeah, Kiki.
Okay. That's what I figured.
All right,
That's
Kiki,
what's up, Kiki. Kiki, we need to get. Oh,
You forget about that.
ain't nobody kissing
He been
Usher.
giving out them roses. Everybody forget he got herpes.
But you realize, but Usher didn't forget.
Stay there.
Usher didn't forget.
Yeah.
That's why he had cherries reaching out. He wasn't all over their face like Chris Brown.
You got herpes.
Chris Brown messing up. He might have a herpes now. Letting a random chick kiss on him.
All right, Dwayne, what you got? Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson movies. Number 5, Django.
Oh, shoot, that's a
He
good
took
one.
mine.
Number 4.
Somebody definitely.
Oh yeah. Number 4, Long Kiss Goodnight. One of my favorite movies. Number 3, Coming to America. Yes, sir. He was the rob. He robbed McDowell's, and Eddie
Damn sure did.
took the
Damn sure
shotgun from
did.
him. That was my introduction to Samuel L. Jackson. Number 2, Black Snake Moan. Y'all gotta go see that.
That's dope.
That was a dope
Yes,
ass
sir.
movie. I
Yes,
thought that. And I can't even use my last one. His new. Listen, Samuel L. Jackson got a new series out on Apple TV. Great. It's the great. It's great.
Hey.
It's great.
That jump was phenomenal.
What is it?
Yes.
I don't remember the name of that jump,
Yeah,
man.
I'll look it up, but it's
just something.
I got Apple TV
Curious
too.
or something.
Curious. So, hey, man, when I say phenomenal,
Yeah, he got down in that.
phenomenal.
He got a spinoff
When
coming
hey,
up
listen,
too.
you know how you some catch you end up binge watching, bruh.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Binge watching.
What's it called?
We'll figure it
I'll
out.
look it
Okay.
up. Look it up.
That jump was so
It's on
good.
Apple TV.
Yes.
Apple TV.
man,
Okay.
Phenomenal.
And
Baby,
num-
if
and my
Usher
number-
kiss
When I
me,
say Samuel played that jump, man, Usher kiss me, Lord,
that's it.
and she capitalized, Lord.
Good, too. That's good.
not Lord, but Lord.
But my number 1 and my favorite movie. I'm getting sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. I love snakes on the plane.
He's a motherfucker. boy.
He cut so much of that motherfucker. I'm telling you, boy, that's my nigga right there, Samuel.
Samuel. Last days of Atomic Gray.
Damn, he took me. That was, hey,
Bruh.
Oh man. Hey man.
Will, phenomenal.
I'll say it. I'll say that was one of his top 3 performances.
Absolutely.
Maybe number 1.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey,
maybe
I haven't
number
seen
1.
it.
I came here to this show
Okay.
and told everybody, y'all need to see this. Because hey, he killed that one.
Boy, he killed that.
That was gonna be my number 1, but go
Okay.
ahead. Oh,
But he
okay.
already he said it on there.
Go ahead then.
Okay. I got Eve's Bayou, Marvel.
Marvel.
He's
Yeah.
by you. Good one.
Yep.
Good one.
To Django, Kill Bill, and actually Kill Bill is like my number 1, but it's kind of tied with Jungle Fever because I like because he was crazy in Jungle Fever, and then honorary mention is Juice.
Oh yeah, man. He had the arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the arcade.
But I love when he was
That's on my list.
Mine too. All right, so I'm get going. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Jackie Brown. I got to go with Jungle Fever because man, Gator was a mup.
Gator boy.
Gator was a mup.
He was.
Gator, hey man,
The shimmy, yes.
Gator said, "Cause I'm a crackhead and I'ma do what I do." Hey man, Gator was a mother man.
Oh boy.
Then I have to go with because I'm trying not to repeat. The Hateful Eight. The Hateful Eight, and then since Will wasn't on the mic, I have to go with The Last Day of Ptolemy Gray. That was Last Days. That was the number. Hey man, that dude killed it in that one, and I'm really looking forward to his spinoff. You know, he has a spinoff coming off Sylvester Stallone's joint. Yeah, he got a spinoff where he's gonna be like the king in New Orleans.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
He a bad dude now.
Yeah. Samuel is
They introduced him like towards the end, I think, but I ain't finished the first season. Yeah, I ain't finished the first season, but they introduced him.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to where he showed up yet. So yeah.
I'm proud of them old cats. You know what I'm saying? Just being relevant like that.
All right. Let's see, Kiki got Shaft. Deep Blue Sea,
Ooh, Deep Blue Sea.
Lakeview Terrace.
Oh,
Dang, she took one of mine. And A Time to Kill. A Time to Kill.
Yeah.
Boy,
Oh, that was a good one.
boy, that was a good one. That was on my list too. Number 1 fan got Jungle Fever, Do the Right Thing, Django, The Negotiator. Dang, there go another one of mine. And Shaft. Frank says, sad we're going to see Keith Sweat, Joe, Drew Hill, Genuine, and Cut Close R&B Lovers Tour in Jacksonville. That's going to be a good show.
Genuine gonna fall.
Genuine going to fall.
Guaranteed. He couldn't get his arms up.
Man, y'all leave them people alone. Them people are still out here doing their thing, and we in the
Genuine
studio.
when he walked out. Look, he
Leave
was
them
singing the
people
song.
alone.
He was singing the song and walked out. Thought he had the crowd. Put the mic out. Ain't nobody say nothing. All he could do was laugh. Yeah, Genuine holding on, boy. He genuinely holding on.
Genuinely holding on.
I got mad respect for these people, for real.
Sometimes you just have to sound good.
Shawty ever show up, tell mama I ain't ever coming home again. Shawty Frank Sunshine. Arnolina got Love Samuel. She got The Avengers, The Endgame, Hitman's Bodyguard. Good one. Django, Iron Man, Freedom Land. There go another one of mine. Coach Carter, Shaft, and Star Wars.
Hey man, he has a catalog, bro.
Frank got Snakes on a Plane, Pulp Fiction, Marvel, Anything, Incredibles, and Django. Kiki said, you gonna do something for them tickets, Jose? You gonna do something strange for that change?
Kiki, we gonna work something out, me and you.
That darn predator, Jose.
Yeah. She's trying to figure out the best way to say it. She got
Let's see. They got A Time to Kill. That was definitely one of mine. Let me see if I catch something nobody said. Anybody say Negotiator? Somebody said The Negotiator? Dang.
Yeah.
Somebody said Coach Carter. School Days. Yeah, remember in front of the little fast food restaurant.
That's right. Sure was. Sure was.
Anybody say Kingsman? All right, The Kingsman. That was real good. Somebody said Pulp Fiction, right? What about Kill Bill? Dang. All right.
Yeah, Kill
Mo
Bill
Better
was
Blues.
Oh, wow.
Mo Better Blues. Everybody said Joe and Fever and Soul Man. Soul Man, him and Bernie Mac.
I just changed my number 1. Soul Man. I can't believe I missed that one, bro. I look at that movie once a month, man. Hey, man. Him and Bernie Mac together was
Classic comedy right there, man.
And he's not even a comedian, but the timing
His time
was
is ridiculous,
crazy on that one, bro. Yeah, that was That one was
But
crazy.
The Last Days of Autonomy Gray, man. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm telling you, you won't stop.
Yeah.
You won't stop. I was in bed like, God dog, okay, one more. Hey, that one more he wasn't be like, golly, man.
Yeah.
All right, one more. It's so good, man.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That one. And he's not. It's
Honorable
different.
mention
Samuel
Kingsman.
L. It's not the motherfuckers and all of that. It's the dude that's showing his acting chops.
Boy.
in that one. Shows his acting chops in that one.
I was so impressed, man. I said, man, this dude here is a genius, bro. This dude is a genius, man.
And then I have to drop him in because I met him on this one. But Fight Night.
Fight that was real good.
Yeah. And
That was real
he was dope in that one. And he behind the scenes he was major. He's Samuel Jackson. He was cursing when the cameras wasn't working. I mean, he was cursing everybody the fuck out. He didn't care. Cursing. All right, Jose. I want to let folks know where they can follow you.
You can follow me on everything at Gizay, Gyzay, Sunray. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, everything.
Damn,
One more.
damn Frank.
What? What's he talking about?
Damn,
What's he
Frank.
talking about?
Damn Frank. Yeah.
What's Frank talking about?
Yeah, Giselle gonna get her 18-year-old to sponsor her. If she don't know if she don't know what Frank
I'm trying to
talking
get
about.
me a 60-year-old
Might
to
get her a
sponsor me.
60-year-old to
Okay,
follow. If she,
I go
if the
up. I don't
sponsor
go
her-
down.
If she don't know
when y'all
what,
go
if,
down,
if she don't know what
we
Frank
go
mean,
up. Okay.
go and get you a 60-year-old. Take Chuck E. Cheese after the show.
Because most 16-year-olds ain't got $300. Okay.
Oh.
Come on, Nate. You know I need it, Nate.
Oh,
They just looked at her like, okay.
and then he started that car up. He started that car up like, shit. I'm still mad at her for tearing that check up.
She told her check up.
That definitely counts, Frank.
Why
That
would you
definitely
tell her?
counts, okay?
How you gonna,
That's what's up. Let's go, Frank.
how you gonna tear the damn
Wait a
check up?
minute. Let me talk about that later.
Lo, what we got coming on this week, bro, comedy-wise?
Oh, man. What's the day? Tuesday.
Yeah, I know.
So,
You used to that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tuesday already happened.
Right.
But Thursday night, man, we had KOD for open mic show with Destiny. Friday, we got our monthly show, ATL Ho, with some of our ATL favorites. And Saturday, we got Miss Grady Baby coming back in town from LA. Supposed to be with Gerald Kelly, but that's a whole other conversation. So, yeah, that's where we at, man.
Good stuff. Hey, again, man, Classic Konversations. We had a exclusive interview with Mr. Guy Torrey. Make sure that you go to the page and check that out. Like I said, he's dropped some great gems up there. Me, I ain't got much. Other than the God Guy stage play, we'll be here May 24th, that weekend of Memorial Day. We will be doing our thing at the it's in a little 7 stages arena, historic arena down in 5 Points area. That's where we'll be at. Tickets are on sale right now. God Guys on Eventbrite. Check that out. What Frank say?
That's Kiki. Look at that, Janae.
That's what I thought you was doing. I promise I thought you was telling me. You know what?
ATL, they gonna be in it.
But they say you got a couple of cups. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, Frank. Congratulations to Jordan, man. Her show opened on Broadway on
Oh,
Sundays.
wow.
Titanic,
Wow.
if you're in New York. Yeah, man. Jordan's on Broadway, man. That's super dope, bro.
That is crazy.
super dope, man. Super dope. Congratulations to Jordan, man. and the
Yes,
family,
that
man.
is crazy. Congratulations on that.
She's
for
really
sure,
following
for
her
sure.
dream, man. That's good stuff.
Good stuff right there. Yeah, God Guys, man. Memorial Day weekend. Probably gonna be doing Country Wayne Thursday unless we get this interview going. Let y'all know about that. But that's it for me for this week. And go ahead. You were gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna comment on that part. We definitely gonna get it in. We just gotta figure out. We'll talk about that offline. But
Okay.
y'all be listening for the Miguel Nunez. We're gonna be interviewing Miguel Nunez definitely.
On here?
Yes.
Oh, your other show. Okay, that's what's up.
Yep.
That's gonna be fun.
Yep, they've become fond of us interviewing these cats. It's dope. At least this one won't be laughing so much. Because with Guy, man, we just could not stop laughing the whole time. So make sure that y'all check that out, man.
Rodney said, "Guy still been talking about it. Guy said he had so much fun with us. he was able to. He said I was in my zone. I was in my element, man. So
I mean, he
so it was cool. He enjoyed it.
Yeah, talked about us and everything. Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, we was not gonna try and go back and forth with him. We took it as grown men. Like we was in the front row of the comedy show. Low ain't usually, Low don't usually get picked on because he ain't usually out at the comedy show. But check it out. He got picked on.
It was funny though. Just side note, the show he did at Nova, they were Joan and the comedian that Bob Sutton was talking about. That was his name, man. But anyway, he got a lot of hair too. You know what I mean?
Did he call you out?
So they started. They were Joan and him, and he came back. Guy didn't start this with one of the other guys. I think Steve Brown or one of the other comedians started, and he kicked back and he said, "Yeah, man." He said, "I always notice that anybody who's follicle challenged always got something to say about my hair." And I was like, "Yeah." The guy was in the back. I was like, "Yeah." I just said the same thing on the show. Jokers who don't have it, all I want to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Y'all check out that interview. It was dope. I've actually
lot of
looked at it
fun.
again, man, and I laughed looking at it all over again for real. So as you see, Tuesday nights is going to be the nights. We will be back next week, Tuesday night, 8:30ish. Promise you we're going to start before 9 next week. Make sure ain't that. Yeah, we're going to start before 9 next week. Yep. So that's going to do it, man. Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
Hold on, I'll
And
be there in
Zay.
the studio next month. My nephews are graduating, so I'll be there with Low to see them. I'm not sure which one I can make. Hopefully, I have my voice back.
Are you
Look
coming
forward
back?
to see
You
it.
coming in the studio next month, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
then.
dope.
both
That's
my
dope.
sons graduating in May, so he said he's gonna make one of the graduations. So
That's what's
either
up.
May 7th or May 22nd, man. So
Yeah, come on
I got
in,
two
bro.
graduations back to back,
Oh,
basically.
bro. If he had Frank in here, man, and he can't type it, he have to say it.
Man.
Ooh, that's going to be dope.
This guy.
That's going to do it, y'all. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. And we are out. You dig?
Peace.
Hey.